hit it.
We're
Hello.
live. Okay.
Hi, you guys.
All right.
Hello,
Hello. I better pull this up on my phone and see if I see
refreshing. I'm refreshing. Hello, you guys.
Do you remember those old days when I used to start talking right away and I thought everybody could see me?
Yeah. And then you go watch the replay and it cuts off the first 2 minutes of the broadcast. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Can you guys see us? Hello.
Has everybody dug out?
I see us. So I think so. Yes. Hopefully, everybody has dug out of the snow. The ice is staying warm. We did not have quite as cold temperatures here the last couple days, like that they predicted, but we're getting dumped on snow tonight. And I know you already got it, Jason. So, yeah.
Yes, I'm over it. I'm over it already.
Me too. It feels like. Does anybody else feel like January is like, I don't know, like a month extra long than it needs to be? That's how it feels for me.
I saw somebody post something and they said, this is like what, day 600?
The 57th day of January.
Like this is the 600th day of January or something. Like it's bad.
That's
bad.
How it feels like.
It's
bad. Sharon, it's been snowing on, well, technically I'm not really on the west side. I'm more like in the middle, right. I guess. I'm closer to the west side than I am the east side, but I'm more in the middle of the state. But it's been snowing here all day long, and all day overnight. It's going to be, So I'm waiting to shovel until tomorrow afternoon. So yes. All right. Let me scroll all the way up here. All the way at the top. Oh my gosh, I'm still scrolling. Who's first in the chat that I see? Miss Lisa Shields is here in the chat. Hello.
Good to see you. Hello.
Mr. William is here as well.
Hello, Willie. Good to see you, sir.
William. And Miss Shannon. Hello.
Shannon.
Top 3 tonight. Hello. Ashley's with us. Hello, Ashley. Good to see you.
Hello,
Thank you guys for hopping on over. I know this is not our normal day that we're on, but because we had to jostle some things around this week, and Mama Pam and I are leaving on a road trip for several days. So that's why you're seeing us right now. But yes, we will not have Fantastic Finds this Thursday, but we will be back the following Thursday. Yes.
And that'll be February.
It will be February. You're right. Yeah. It certainly will. Yes. Mama Pam's with us. Hi, Mom.
Yeah. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Let's see. Jean's with us. Hey, Jean.
Jean, hi.
DIY Halloween Queen. Well, hello. Welcome.
That name.
I like your name. Welcome.
It's a good name.
Cindy Lou. She's here. She's found some treasures, Jason. I've heard.
Oh, you're telling me?
Yeah. Just in case.
I knew that. I was in the crowd. I knew that.
Brad's with us tonight. Hey, Brad. I know that Countryside was not open today. I actually got a view from their parking lot plowing today. They got dumped on a lot of snow. Yeah. So I know they're hunkered down, I'm sure. Indiana had a state of emergency today. I know that.
Pennsylvania.
Everybody in the Midwest got a lot of snow and ice. Kim's with us tonight. I know Kim did not get anything. Kim has nice weather.
Arizona's in a bubble.
I heard earlier today.
Arizona's in a bubble.
Yes. Let's see. Who else am I seeing? I'm scroll. Oh, there's Mama Linda.
I love you, Mom.
Let's see. There's Gavin.
Hey, Gavin. Good to see you, sir.
Did I skip over Karen?
Karen commented a little further down.
I was going to say, Karen's usually at the top of my chat, but she's not today. Karen, you're slacking. I haven't seen her yet. Minx is here. Hey, Minx. Good to see you. The analog cat. Hello.
Hey, guys. How are you?
No, she's in Pennsylvania, too.
Yep, I'm sure they're day. Oh, thanks.
There she is. Oh my goodness, Karen. That took a long way down the chat. Karen's gonna be our bid ender tonight. So thanks so much, Karen. Let me see. There's Miss Caroline. Hello, Caroline.
Caroline probably got more snow than we did. Maryland, no, maybe not. Maryland we all switched over to some sleet. So it kept our snow totals down. So you probably got the same kind of snow we did. Caroline.
Chris is here with us. Hey, Chris.
Joe said it was 70. Joe said it was 70 in California.
I tell you what, if you could box up that California weather and send some, I would gladly take it. Gladly, because I'm over the winter stuff. Sharon's here. Hello, Sharon. Miss Karen Kennedy. Hey, Karen.
Karen.
I know Ohio got hit hard too. Let's see. Miss Deborah Williams. Good to see you.
Hello, Deborah.
If not dug out in Dallas. I know Texas, everybody in the South has got some weather that they're not used to be getting too. Jamie. Hey, lady. Good to see you tonight.
Hi, Jamie.
Thanks for popping in. Let's see. Heather Gibbs is with us. Hey, Heather. And Janine is here. Hey, Janine. Paula's with us. Hey, Paula.
Hey, Paula.
And Melissa's back. Hey, Melissa. Let's see. Vintage Rose. Hello, hello.
Vintage Rose.
I'm waiting to see a certain name in the chat. I have not seen the name yet, but maybe they're further down. Hi, Diane. Good to see you. Renee is with us. Hey, Renee.
Hello, Renee.
Sandy B. Hey, hey.
Sandy.
Historical Buff. Good to see you.
Oh.
Montana's cold, but no snow. Let's see. Ginger's with us. Hello, Ginger. Welcome in. Let's see.
Yeah,
Critter Girl.
Hey, Critter Girl.
Nikki Moss.
Nikki.
How's Iowa? Is Iowa cold? I'm sure it is. Yes. Okay. I haven't seen the name in the chat, but maybe they will pop in or watch the replay. Community share tonight is from Miss Laura and Ryan of Daffodil Fields Finds.
Okay.
After our sale tonight, some amazing Christmas stuff I have to share that they sent in some photos of. So stick around for that. I have not seen Laura pop in the chat yet, but maybe she will. So yes, that is going to be our community share. Before we get into how the sale is going to work tonight, I did want to send a happy birthday wish to Miss Debbie Gutierrez. I don't know if she's going to be watching the replay, but it is her birthday today. So
happy birthday, Debbie.
I want to say happy birthday. Happy birthday, Debbie. Hope you're doing okay. And I know Miss Angela of Dear Angela's Vintage, her birthday is on Tuesday. And so is Scott Heather of Antique Agenda's husband is coming up this week too. So lots of birthdays in the house. Lots of January birthdays. Yes. All right, you guys. Before we get started, hey, Trisha, welcome in. You want to make sure before we get started tonight that if you're coming on over from another platform that you are logged in to either a Google or YouTube account. That's how you can access our live chat, and that's how you participate in the sale and talk amongst your friends down in the chat. So make sure that you're logged in, and it is free to make a YouTube or a Google account. And so first, you want to make sure you're in the best version of the chat, okay? So check your chat settings once you're logged in, that you're in live chat, all messages, and not top chat. And we always experience a lag here on YouTube, so we encourage you to refresh often. So you can either exit out of YouTube to do that, or you can do the faster version, which is the gear wheel. So if you tap the upper right hand corner, if you're watching on those mobile devices, you can find a little gear wheel icon if you tap the upper corner and find playback speed. If you hit 2 times, you can get caught up with us much faster. And if you are lagging behind, we're going to sound funny until you're caught up with us again. Do that as often as possible, especially before you put in any kind of bids down in the chat. It's always good to do that. We will give you a starting price. It'll be highlighted up on the screen, so you can find highlighted bids and start bids down in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. That's where you want to look. We do our best to call out bids as we see them come into the chat and into StreamYard. If for some reason we don't call one out, it might be filtered. That doesn't happen very often, but sometimes it does. So just make sure if we don't acknowledge your bid in some sort of way that you try and type it in again, okay? So if you're putting bids into the chat, we'll give you information about the item that we're showing. We'll give you measurements and note any kind of issues. So if there's any chips, repairs, any kind of notable damage, we'll make sure and show that all to you here on the screen. If you're interested in anything tonight, all you got to do is type your bids down into the chat, and we will do a 20-second countdown to account for that lag That should be plenty of time for you to get bids in. We do encourage, if it's something that you are interested in, to bid early rather than waiting too long. Inevitably, if you wait too long, your bids will come in after the bid end and then they don't count. And I don't want anybody to be sad. So get those in early. The highest bid that I see come into StreamYard before Karen G's official bid end tonight will be the winner. We also do just in case here on the channel. So what just in case is kind of the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item. So all that we ask to use it just in case is that you're an active bidder. So that means you put at least one straight bid on the current item that we're showing. Then as soon as the countdown starts, you can put in that just in case. So that's the max amount plus the letters JIC. And if your just in case is the highest before the bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. Keep in mind, if there are multiple just in cases that come into the chat during the countdown, those then do turn into regular bids. You do not have to use a just in case, but it is available for those that would like to use it. And if you win an item from us tonight, maybe you are a brand new buyer, this part you really want to pay attention to, or maybe it's been a while since you've shopped with us. It's always good to just send a refresh email if you would like. So our emails are up here on the screen. They also will be on the screen throughout the sale. You can also find our shipping information and our emails pinned in a comment at the very top of the live chat. And you can also find all of our information down in the description of the video. So make sure you're subscribed here on my channel and over on Mother Tucker's Antiques, and following us over on Instagram. That's where we post all of our previews and videos and any kind of information. So make sure you're following both of us. And if you win an item tonight, we do need an email sent to us with your YouTube handle or YouTube screen name, your real name if it's different, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send a PayPal invoice to. If you don't have PayPal, that's okay. You can still shop with us. Just let us know when you send the email that you would like a guest checkout link, and we can send you a direct link to that invoice when we send it out, and then you can check out with any debit or credit card. And when we do send our invoices out, keep in mind payment is due within 24 to 48 hours of receiving that invoice. And our last slide is about shipping, and then we'll talk about when we're doing our invoicing this week. Shipping is not included with the winning bid price. That is additional. However, we do use Pirate Ship to give you a discounted rate on that shipping versus the full retail from the post office. So we pass that savings right on to you guys. And that is why we need your full shipping address to calculate your shipping. So it's based on where you live in relation to us and the weight and size of your package. We do have shipping available anywhere in the US, Canada, and Australia. I ship from Michigan. Jason ships from Pennsylvania. I will let Jason talk about that last point. I know we have a couple caveats this week for shipping, so I'll let Jason talk.
If you purchase from me here tonight, I offer free pickup. I own a shop called Mother Tucker's Antiques. So if you're local and you want to pick it up so you don't have to pay shipping, you can do so. Also, if maybe you're coming to the area and you want us to hold it until you can pick it up, we can do that as well. So just let us know in an email that you're going to pick it up. We'll invoice you for said item or items. Once the invoice is paid for, then we'll communicate back and forth on when you want to pick it up. And as always, Amy, thank you so much.
All right. Like I said, I do ship from Michigan. I know we talked about combined shipping. So everybody that purchased on Thursday, last Thursday, for Fantastic Finds, we haven't invoiced you for those goodies yet. So they can combine ship with any items that you decide to purchase tonight. I will be doing my packing and invoicing tomorrow. So I will send you an email when your invoice has went out. Shipping, caveat for me this week, I do need to get everything shipped out by Wednesday at noon Eastern because Mama Pam and I are hitting the road after that. We will not be returning until the following Monday. So we'll be gone several days. So I do need to get everything out before we leave town. But I'm going to try and get the invoices done as quickly as possible tomorrow. So you have at least 24 hours to pay those invoices. So thank you so much.
I ship out of Pennsylvania. I plan on, you have an open, anyone who purchased from me on Thursday, like Amy said, you have an open box with me. I can combine it as long as I can do that safely. I hope to do all my shipping early tomorrow so that Tina can roll invoices out by tomorrow afternoon, maybe early evening. And then we'd probably like to get to the post office by Wednesday. We did get some substantial snow here. I don't know that Tuesday or Wednesday. So if you guys could just pay within 24, 48 hours, we'd like to probably take everything on Wednesday for you guys. 2 side notes for me. I will be joining Tina again this Wednesday at 6 p.m. over on Whatnot. It's Mother Tucker's Tina. We are going to finish up the Valentines. That's it. And if we run through them, I have found some Christmas greeting cards. So we might switch over to some Christmas. And I had folks reach out. We are going to do some Easter ephemera when it gets a little closer to Easter. And then on Friday, please join Tina. She's part of a Valentine's Day jewelry train. She still will be on at 7. So there will be tons of Valentine's Day jewelry available with her on Friday. So thank you very much, Amy.
All right. I think that covers the nuts and berries. There was one other thing I wanted to mention. My channel members, your special monthly video will be coming out this week before we leave town. So look for that. And I was going to say also, I usually don't ask you guys like to go watch my videos or anything like that. I know most of you do already, but today's video is a little different. It's a little special. The 2 antique malls in today's video that came out at 5 o'clock, it's going to be part of a contest, and the winner gets to win like a shopping spree at the antique malls. So it's based on interaction and comments and likes and views and all that stuff. So tomorrow, if you need something to do, if you can't go out because of the snow, I would really love it if you check that video out and left me a comment on it. That would be wonderful. You can also hype the video. That's a new thing they rolled out recently. Any kind of like live broadcast, long form video, any shorts, you can hype those. And I don't know what that does, but it seems to be more recommended to more people.
Yep,
that was something new I just saw. Yeah, it's like under the comment button, you slide like where the comments over and you hit hype.
They say the more that hypes it, it will override the algorithm and it will push it out. So if the algorithm is set and if it gets hyped, which we hope you are constantly hyping Amy's videos, it will override the algorithm and push it out even further. That's the goal. That's what I've learned about it.
Thank you, Jason. Awesome. Well, William, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. I'm going to get the screen set over because Jason is going to have me go first.
Please.
As always.
Please.
We have kind of a mixture of stuff tonight. We have Valentine's, we have non-Valentine's, we have kind of everything in between tonight. I'm going to start with a lot, and it's 2 items that you're going to get at 16. And hey, Moose, I saw you pop in there. Hey, Dusty. And it is a little lot. I did pair Valentine's with a lot of my things tonight. Couldn't help it. So first off is Cutie Pie Cupie. I thought she was cute for Valentine's Day, and she did come from Karen the Cupie lady in Wisconsin. I saved her back from last year, and mainly because she was in this cute little stripy outfit, and she's got little red bloomers on, so that's original outfit to her. She is a cameo Cupie. She's stamped cameo back here on her head. And there's a little snap on her little outfit. There's her little bloomer butt. And she is jointed, so she can sit. Her arms move and her head moves. She's very clean, very nice condition on her. I am including this cute little Valentine. This is a little German doggy Valentine. I thought they looked really cute together. That's Cupie's little pet dog, although it's not Doodle Dog, but it's a good stand-in. I thought it was cute. So the Valentine card, it is used, so it does have a signature on the back. All right, I suspect 1920s, a little bit, maybe into the 30s on this one, but it says howling to be your Valentine. So the little legs here in the front create kind of that easel, so it will stand on its own. And it says to Harold from Willard on the back. Willard.
Good old Willard.
That's a name we don't hear very much anymore. We don't hear that very much anymore. Renee, I'm not sure what that 7 is about. I'm not sure what that is. I was going to tell you the measurement for Cupe. Measurement for Cupie is 7 3/4 by about 4 inches wide. And the Valentine is about 3.5 inches tall. Okay, so you're going to get the pair because I couldn't help myself. A lot of the things tonight that aren't necessarily Valentines are coming with a Valentine just for fun. Okay, Nikki Moss, I see you. Thank you so much. It's all right, Renee. We're going to do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And this is not a squeaker. Some of the bigger cameo cupies have squeakers in their head, but it's not. She's just a little vinyl babe. She's from the 70s. All right, there's Nikki with a just in case. Thank you so much. There's Karen's bid end. All right, Nikki Moss, she's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, like Amy said, I have a few Valentine's things, but I'm phasing out. So $10, but this is a Valentine. So hopefully I have some kitschy kitty lovers here tonight. So $10. It is used, but it is one of these larger Valentines that has an easel. So in essence, it's not only a card, but it becomes a sort of a die cut display piece. So there's a little bit of wear to it. She does have, if I can get the light to catch it, she has a slight little crease that goes through her, but it's not really distracting. You can only catch it in certain light. It's sort of right in here, but my light's not showing it. I can tell you it's from the 40s because they dated it on the back. It is a Hallmark, by the way. It's from 1948, and it is to Bailey Lee from Mommy and Daddy. So they signed it in on the back. And then you can see here there is a kickstand, so it will stand on its own. Like I said, it is a Hallmark. What I love about this is the yarn is flocked. So I don't know if you guys can see all the blue yarn that the little kitty cat is kicking and playing with. That is flocked. And then it says, to a dear little daughter on Valentine's Day. And that actually has like a little grommet in there. So you can move the little heart however you want to. It's kind of like the little heart on the kitty cat's collar. So thank you. I see all the bids, Nicole. I saw Nicole. I see Minx at 11. Nicole's back at 12. Measurements on this is it's 8.5 inches. 8.5 inches by 7 inches wide. So no real major creases. Just a few here to the easel. And then you can see maybe from behind here that little bend that I want to talk about, but it's nothing too major. I just want to mention that it's probably from poor storage. Better than that, kitty cat friend is in very good condition. So Minx is in at 13. Let's go ahead and count it down. We're looking for 14 or more, and active bidders can use it just in case. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 14 or more. I see you, Nicole, at 14. So now we're looking for 15 or more. With a bid end from Karen G. It still has its original easel kickstand. It says Hallmark underneath there. And it is signed 1948 to the little child that it was given to. So there's our bid end. So it looks like Nicole coming to you for 14. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Congratulations. I have a couple oversized cards like that too coming later. That one is really cute. I think mine, yeah, I have a cat one and a dog one that are similar, very similar. Okay. I do have a lot of handmade stuff. It's kind of my last handmade Valentine stuff I brought tonight. I worked on it all day yesterday because it snowed here all day yesterday. So I was inside crafting. I do have 3 of my hanky lady cards, and these are the Valentine ones. I didn't find a lot of Valentine hankies this year, truth be told. They're not quite as easy to find as some of the Christmas ones, but I have three to choose from. They're going to start at 16. So they're all unstained, no holes, really nice condition hankies. I'm pretty picky about them. So this is original illustration, and they're all hand colored to match the hanky that the girl is wearing. And if you take this out of here and you take the dress off, you're not going to get a shock. She does have undergarments on underneath her dress, and it says a pretty hanky to use as you please, just for fun, to cover a sneeze. I think I've been making these since 2006. So that's 20 years, a long time I've been making these. One of my quintessential things I would bring to my craft shows. So this one I'm calling pink. The background of this is a bubblegum pink. And then it's got hearts and roses and little flowers popped in there. And she's a blondie. They all come with a envelope for mailing. The envelopes are 5 by 11.5. So if you do pop this in the mail, it requires a little extra postage than a regular letter. So you're going to have to take it to the post office and get a little extra postage on it, but it can go. The second one here, this one I'm calling Roses, because this one has kind of a pinky red combination of roses and little daisies. I love the white printing, ink printing that some of these hankies have on them to make it look like lace. She's more of a light brown on her. So that one I'm calling Roses. Thank you so much, Lisa and Karen. And here is the last one. This one I'm calling Hearts. Again, with that white printing. I love that, with the big old bow in the center and around all the hearts. So that one I'm calling Hearts. Okay, so 3 different choices, and we're going to do that countdown. All right, Karen Kennedy's got the high bid right now at 17. This is for choice. Winner can take one or multiples. All right, so pink, then roses, then hearts. Okay, let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Gosh, that's a great deal. I was in an antique mall this week. The Valentine's Day hankies were $20 each. No discount. $20, no discount.
I don't think I've ever seen a hanky for $20.
Yeah, the Valentine's Day hankies were. That's what I mean.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. Right there at the end, I see Trisha at 18. Trisha, are you a new friend, or is it just your handle that we're not recognizing? Let me know. But you get first choice. So we're going to claim by pink, roses or hearts, pink, roses or hearts, or any combination. And Miss Karen Kennedy gets second pick, and then it will go back to Lisa. All right, Miss Trisha is going to take pink. You got it. That is this one. All right, you got it. Let's see. Thank you so much. Trisha, if you're new, just make sure and email me your information. Thank you so much. Miss Karen, are you? Oh, Karen already is in the chat. She wants the roses. You got it. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Lisa, it's to you. So if you would, nope, I'm wrong. I grabbed the wrong one. Hearts. Hearts is what's left. Lisa, if you would like the last one, let me know. Thank you so much. All right, Trisha, you got it. Thank you.
All right. $18, Amy. $18. And I think these little shakers are going to look cute all year round, or I think they would look cute in your Valentine's Day display. So these cute little kissing bears, okay? The face on the one is getting...
my gosh.
The face on the one's getting blown out with my light, so I'll show it to you up close. But the one that's blown out, the eyes are closed because you're receiving a kiss from the other bear. So these are actually made by the Christ Corporation. So I will show you the Japan sticker on the bottom. So these little bears could be your little huggy bears, your little love bears, and they are salt and pepper shakers, and they are made by the Christ Company. So let me take them off my board here and show them to you up close. So you have this cute little honey bear right here with the eyes closed. That's not a chip on the nose. They just didn't fully paint the nose in the factory. Cute little bear has all these great 3D details of fur, light brown, dark brown, little swatches. They gave it some cute little pink details. And again, these little bears are little hugging bears. And they are made by the Christ Company. No stopper in either of them. I don't think that's a big deal breaker because I don't think we're going to use these. They make better figurines than shakers. This one right here still has its original paper Japan sticker. And when they have the little paper sticker, that means they're made by the Christ Corporation. So you can see that right there. And these are a little older. So these are probably late 50s, early 1960s. So
oh my gosh, they're lashes.
See, these are very PY style. You can see they're heavily glazed the way they painted them. This is some of Christ's earlier figurines. Once they started making more of the figurines and more of the shakers, they started to make them like on a larger scale. but some of their 1951s, I think they did a really good job with them. So 18, if anyone's interested. This one has your 3-hole. This is a very unique set by the Christ Company. That's why they're starting at 18. So I still think $18 is a good price for a set of shakers these days, especially some of the figural ones. So that one is your 3-hole. This one is your 2-hole. If we can get it to show here right there. And when I had them together, the glare from the ring light was kind of washing out this little bear's face. So you just kind of pose them together like that. Thank you, Nicole. I see you're 18, so we're looking for 19 or more. They make this cute little couple. And these would be great, of course, to leave out all year round. Maybe you collect little bee figurines. Maybe you do a little, maybe you could do like a little honey bear decor. But again, I think these are just so stinking cute. And I do have a couple bear things tonight. So on top of Valentine's Day, I thought they would go good with the kitschy bear things I have tonight. So we're looking for 19 or more. Let's go ahead and count it down. We are doing just in case. And if I didn't mention, they're 3 inches tall. They're 3 inches tall. So counting down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. That's sweet, Nicole. And these are coming out of our collection. So they're coming out of our collection. I see MJ at 19. So we're looking for 20 or more. No chips, no cracks. They are missing their stoppers. Most of these style Christ ones, it's hard to keep a cork in them. I just don't know why. So there's our bid end. So it looks like Nicole, $20. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
They're adorable. Yeah, we had several bear things coming tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I love those shakers. They're very, very
Thank
cute.
you.
All right. I have a tablecloth. I'm doing it early because you guys know they're difficult to show, but this one is absolutely gorgeous. And I thought I'd bring it now rather than wait till February to bring it in case you want to decorate your table for Valentine's Day. So what I can tell you about the tablecloth, it is square. So it's 54 by 51. There is not really any staining. There is one tiny hole that I will show to you, but is the Will Endure brand. I've had several tablecloths with this brand tag, very high quality, thick linen, and minimal fading. I don't really know how much this was actually used because usually with the vintage tablecloths, there's some sort of spotting. There's some sort of something going on with it. There is a tiny hole, and I'll try my best to show that to you. But it is a gorgeous rose overall pattern. So bright reds, burgundies, greens, and then there's a little bit of shadowed, kind of light pink, or it's kind of like a dusty pink, kind of like shaded leaves that are kind of throughout the background. I can't really back up too far. I know the one time I went a little too far and then I knocked my lamp over and it fell into Miss Chris, and that was a whole thing. Nothing got broken, but we don't want to do that again. So it's overall rose pattern. So it just is kind of a repeating pattern. But like I said, there's not really much staining with it. I'm trying to find that hole. Here it is. It's right here. Right, my finger is behind it so you can see it. It's right there. So it's not even as big. It's like a pinpoint little hole. And if you wash these, the holes tend to show up. They tend to fray a little bit, but really there's not any other kind of issue on this tablecloth. It's in lovely, lovely shape. And if you have a round table, you can put these on the diagonal and they still will work. I have that, so I use vintage tablecloths that way. So they just kind of drape at the diagonal instead of being a square. But it is 51 by 54, so technically a square. So it still would fit a pretty good sized table. It definitely would fit a card table, that is for sure. Pretty nice shape for a mid-century tablecloth. But I am not seeing any interest in that. That's all right. We will get Jason going, and I will bring it back at the recap.
All right, Amy.
All right,
$10. $10 choice. $10 choice. And these, I think, are on the older side. So one has a little manufacturing defect, but I thought these were really amazing. I think these are probably from the 1930s. These are little Valentine's Day. They're little flower picks. Part of the reason why I think they are on the older side is that back in the 20s and 30s, a lot of times the flower arrangements were a lot larger than today. So the pick had to be longer. Maybe you guys know those funeral style baskets, for example. They also use them, you know, as like Easter decor, spring decor. Well, those picks had to be pretty doggone long to fit in there. So I thought I would try these. I have two of them. One does have a little defect. I'll show that to you, but $10. These are, I'm pretty sure, from the 1930s. It is thicker cardboard, and then there is almost this foil die-cut sticker that is attached to them. Here on the back, you can see where they did use like a thicker gauge wire to hold the, maybe let's call it like a dowel rod into it. There is some, you know, discoloration there, but the pick itself is painted in gold. So the length of the pick is about 18 inches long. So, I mean, the new owner can shorten it if you want to. I kept one or two for myself, and I kept one or two for myself with a defect. So this one, like I said, 18 inches long, 3.5 inches across. I think it's a really neat sculpt to my Valentine. I think it would look good if you guys are decorating more with a Victorian style look, more of a 1920s, 1930s look. So there's that one. This one here, it seems like when they made some of them, they had a little flat spot on the side. I don't really care. It really didn't bother me. I just like the fact that these are older and very unique. So $10 choice. I have two of them. This one we're going to call flat because you can see there's a little flat part. But I think these are super unique, and I could not find these anywhere on the internet. Although I do suspect that they might be made by the Dennison company, because Dennison, I do think I was able to see at one time these foil die cuts that they created. So I do feel like these
pretty sure you're right on the Dennison.
I feel like Dennison made these. So these are high quality. You're not going to find these around. You are right. They're great to put into your planters. They're great to use in other decor. I use them kind of next to the Smokey the Bear. These would be fun if you had like some plush. You could go ahead and let the plush hold it. And then it kind of seems like it's a little banner, or maybe like a little sign that he or she would be carrying. So $10 choice. This one is the flat side. Again, that's a thicker cardboard, but we'll sit them to the side. We'll bring them back during the recap. Thank you for letting me show them to you.
All right. And we are going to try and move quickly tonight, you guys. All right. My next round is going to be a choice at 12. And here are my oversized Valentines. So I have a cat and a dog, different one. One's Hallmark, one is not, but they both are easel back. So I will start with the dogs. So this one is the Hallmark. It does have the easel on the back, just like Jason's. And both of the easels are in good working shape. This one, I don't think that that's from manufacturing. I think maybe they taped it back on there for some extra security. But it's from 1946, I believe that's what that says on the it's very, very tiny. I think it was 1946. It has been used. All right, so it has been signed. They didn't sign it on the back, okay, but it's right here in the little heart. It says, "For a fine nephew on Valentine's Day, Harry and Mary." Harry and Mary. So the little dog's head. So in here, I don't know if we're gonna catch that, but there's kind of like a little tab in here. I don't know, kind of like a little accordion kind of cardboard tab in here, and that's kind of what makes it a little three-dimensional for this one. Both of these cards are the same size. They're 7 by 8.5. Okay, and here is the second one. Minx and Nikki, I see you both. Thank you so much. This one's not a Hallmark card. It's a Mary card. This one has an easel on the back as well. So they both have this little tab that kind of folds down and goes into the easel to hold it in place. This one has been signed on the back side. What's good about this one? It's flocking glittered. Flocking and glitter.
I love both. Some flocking glitter.
Flocking glitter for the hat, the little hearts, and the dress, and all the little hearts here at the bottom. They're equally as cute. That's why I brought them together. So let's do a countdown. Minx has got the high bid right now at 14 for choice. So you can either take dogs or cat or both. Either one is fine. So let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one bid end.
That dog's got a heck of a bite on that heart.
Yeah, he does.
It
must be peanut butter flavored. I say that because Maisie, my dog, is like obsessed with peanut butter, like obsessed. Okay, there is a just in case from Nikki right before Karen's bid end. All right, so Minx had the high bid at 16. Nikki for 17. Let me know if you want dogs or cat. Dogs or cat. If Nikki doesn't take both, make sure you get second pick.
That cat is fantastic.
Flocked and glittered.
So good.
I'm here for it.
Wow, that cat. I mean, the dog's good too, but I like the cat.
Yeah, the cat's pretty cute.
Oh, we got a lag tonight, y'all.
Yep. Always. Oh, she's going to take them both. You got it. Thank you, Nikki.
All right, so my next round is going to be a quick claim, okay? It's going to be a quick claim, and I'm going to describe the item to you. They're similar, and then I'm going to give you a letter. I'm going to ask you to put the letter in, and I'll give you a price, okay? So just because I have multiple of these does not mean that they aren't hard to get. There was a local, as a matter of fact, they were friends of ours. They collected ceramic art studio. They had life situations occur. They are in nursing homes. And their estate went to auction. So a lot of ceramic art studio came out. So I may never be able to do an offer like this again. You never find these. So I know we have squirrel lovers here with us tonight. So I have some of these little ceramic art studio squirrels. I have one of them in gray. So I'm going to show that to you. So I thought this would be a fun little squirrel here. All of them, because they're wearing green, they're good for spring. I also thought they looked good because wilderness animals with my Smokey the Bear coming up, but these are made by Ceramic Art Studio. This is the gray one, and he has a green little vest, which I thought would be good for spring or for your St. Patrick's Day displays, okay? So this one is in gray. All of these are hand-painted. They are from Wisconsin. They're actually specially made by an artist called Betty Harrington. So when they're stamped BH on the bottom, she, I believe, was just a special artist or one of the lead ones with Ceramic Art Studio. So when you see that, you know that they're a little extra when it comes to them. So about 2.5 inches tall, about 3 inches wide. And he has like a little clover, or he has like something in his hand that he's going to eat. It's like a little berry or something. So I have the little gray one right there. And then I have 3 of the brown.
It kind of also looks like he's singing into a microphone.
Oh, he kind of does. He kind of does. So I have 3 of the brown ones, and they're all very similar. No chips or cracks. They will be quick claims. They measure 2 inches tall by 3 inches wide. So there's one of the brown ones, and that's how you'll claim it. I have 1 gray and I have 3 brown. So here are the other 2 brown ones. And you see they are all very similar. No chips or cracks. They're very cute. I thought with the green, they would look good in your spring all year round. I know we got squirrel lovers, and especially for St. Patrick's Day. So like I said, he is. You're very right. Very, very Vegas lounge squirrel. So they're going to be $15 each, which is that's half of what these sell for. So they're going to be $15 each. Remember, I have 3 of the brown and 1 of the gray. $15 each. If anybody is interested, you can put in the letter S for squirrel, and then you, whoever's first, can tell me what you want. I have 1 of the gray ones. And then I have 3 of the brown ones. And again, these will be really fun for your fall decor. Look at those eyes. So they're going to be $15 choice. They are all stamped Ceramic Art Studio on the bottom. And they are all stamped BH.
I've never seen these.
They're hard to find.
I've only seen one of the colorways of the birds that you had last time.
There's one on eBay right now, and I think you can claim it or buy it now for $22. So I'm less than anybody. So Susan, I see your S. Let me know, did you want a gray? And I have 3 brown available. Again, they're $15. If anybody is interested, you can put in the letter S. Remember, I do have open boxes for folks from Thursday. This would not add a lot to your box if you're interested. So Susan, while we wait to see if anyone else is interested, let me know, did you want the gray one? You can take a gray and a brown. You can take all 4 if you're a reseller. because you can get more for these. All right, Susan. So I got you for 1 brown. Thank you so much. So we'll bring the other 3 back in the recap. Thank you.
Okay. Very cute. Okay, I have a handmade piece for my next round, and it is bear related. I don't get to craft with bears very often. And this guy, I think I found before Christmas time at some point, and I saved him for Valentine's Day because I had this love spice tin. And it's the Spice for Living. This, I believe, is from the 80s. Yes, 1982. Spice for Living, tin from Portland, Oregon. But it was the perfect candidate for something Valentine's. And this is not a Joseph Originals. It's just a flocked little, he is made in Japan, but he's not a Joseph Originals. Cutie pie little flocked bear. So I've not added the bow that came on him. I did add this little flocked beaded heart. And then there is a sparkly heart, and then a vintage cupcake pick, and some vintage red tinsel there on the back. Jason, do you know where in Wisconsin?
I was just double checking. I'm pretty sure it's Madison, and the company's pretty well known. They actually started making ceramics and became popular, especially when the California style pottery things. I think
there's
it's
Pixies too by Ceramics Art Studios.
Yeah,
they're very cute.
Pretty sure Madison. I'm trying to double check. Yeah, Madison, Wisconsin.
There's cute graphics on all sides of the tin, and then there's a little story back here. So the story behind love. So that is a cute thing to read about how the love Spice of Life love brand came to be. But measurement for Mr. Bear is 6.5 by 3 1/4. Tina, Vintage Rose, and Nikki, I see you all. Thank you so much. So we are going to do that countdown. We're looking for 23 or more. It is signed by me on the back. Forgot to mention that right there at the bottom. Okay, let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It ended. Did you see Susan wants a gray one?
Yep, I was going to stay in my next round. Thank you, Susan. I got you for the gray one.
Oh. Ooh, okay. There's the bear bit end. Thank you, Karen. At the end there, I saw Tina with a 36. William jumped in there with a 38. But Nikki had, just in case, a 48. So, Nikki, it's going to come to you for 39. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $15. $15. And this girl, I'm going to show it. You're going to get the Valentine that I added to it. So $15. This girl's new in her box. And I think her alone, I mean, I know she's no Nancy Ann Storybook doll. She's actually a Playhouse doll, but I think she's really great for Valentine's Day.
I love those dolls.
What's great about
Hollywood? I think it's a Hollywood doll.
The box says Playhouse dolls.
Oh, Playhouse.
Playhouse dolls. So it's a Playhouse dolls. What's great about her is she has a composition face, and her hands and body are made out of plastic. But if you really like the composition, I'm holding her, I don't want her to fall out. The composition style doll, I think she would look really great paired with your Nancy Ann Storybook dolls. I love the 1950s style dress that she's wearing. The carnations are great for this time of the year. You can see that she has a headpiece in there, so just $15. She's nice and clean in her box. So with her, I paired this Valentine's. So this is a Candidly, I'm Your Valentine. You can, and I showed it in my reel. I don't know if I'll be able to do it the way I'm going to tip and hold her, but you can rest that Valentine in her hands, okay? So the Valentine will rest in her hands when you have her situated. But for television, I'm going to hold it, but you can nestle right there at the bottom of the heart. You can nestle it right there in her hands. And
it's like the perfect size little candy box for her.
She looks like she's a little like candy striper. And I think the little Valentine looks really cute there resting in her hand. So if you don't want to do it, you can rest it with her. Again, I think she has great, I think she would look great with your Valentine's Day decor. I actually set her to the side for that reason. So again, you are going to get the used Valentine, and the Valentine, she is very pretty. I think she is very pretty. Again, look at those blue eyes. Look at that face. She almost looks like they tried to mimic a Nancy Ann Storybook doll. You can see even her hair has no damage. There's no issues to it. There's no stains. Again, I think she's really beautiful. You can see she is jointed, okay? So like I was showing, you can hold her hands up. And in my reel, I rested it right in there. And the Valentine, now I'm covering the poor girl's face. If you put her hands just right, you can get that Valentine to stand right in there. I think that looks really cute. I think she kind of looks like she's maybe advertising candy, candy companies, things like that. She measures, and this is her original box. So that's her original box. You're going to get that. She measures, let me find it here, about 7 inches tall. So she measures about 7 inches tall. And again, these are earlier, these are not like celluloid, but they're very much, her dress kind of does look like a puzzle almost. I think with the squigglies, that reminds me of very 1950s, very much the actresses from the 1950s. And her carnation in here is that thicker, almost like celluloid, or that thicker, cellophane. There's cellophane flowers. So if you're used to maybe decorating, or, from back in the day, before the plastic fantastic, they used those thicker celluloid flowers. So you are going to get her box. The cellophane on the box is in very good condition, so you could even display her closed if you wanted to. And again, I think that's a really cute Valentine that I paired with her. So it says, candidly, I'm your Valentine. Look at that fun. Doesn't that make you hungry for candy? So like I said, I'm not doing it justice because I didn't want to permanently attach it. I wanted you to do it when you get it. So you can put
It's
that
hard to get it in there if you have her upright.
Well, right. So you'll have to use your imagination, but when you get her in person and you sit her into place permanently, you can put that little Valentine in there in her hands, and then you can take it away and you can use her for other things. So, all right, nobody is interested. That's okay. We'll bring her back. Over to you, Amy.
All right. Is she attached to her box, or can she go on a stand?
Oh,
they come out really easily from
can.
those
She's not attached. I can take her out if you want me to. So if you want to see, here is what she's attached to. She's just attached to that, but I didn't want to fully take her out. No, she will come out if you want her to, and then you can pull her. Now she's mooning you. You can pull her dress down and you can, arrange it. But for sake of showing her, I wanted to keep her in there. But no, she comes out of her box. She's never been played with. Usually when you find these, they're completely, stained or ruined. There's no damage to her. And what I also didn't mention was that's glitter on there. That's mica glitter on her dress. So that's actual mica glitter that's on her dress. So it's amazing that that's even on there. So you could take her out of her box, put her dress down, and then have her hold the Valentine. $15 if anyone's interested. New old stock, never played with, Playhouse doll with the Valentine. Okay?
Okay. I'll just wait a second. Wait a second.
That's all right.
Those are really easy to pop on a doll stand too.
Yes, they are.
Especially there's little plastic, like heart-shaped ones that you just slip their shoes into. They stand really good in those. All right. My next round's going to start at 28. And I have a bear planter. He's pretty darn cute. He's made by Napco. I don't know if I've ever run across this guy out in the wild. I can't remember if I have or not. But there's a cat and a dog I know of that are in the same kind of size. Planter. He does have a couple flea bites, FYI. So the red on him, hey Jennifer, the red on him is cold painted, and so is the black. So there is some cold paint scratching and loss in the bow, and there's one other spot on the back I'll show to you. Nikki, I see you. Thank you so much. So right in here, there's a couple little flea bites. So it's not like a chip that you can feel. It's just kind of taken off that airbrushed paint, if you will. So kind of like rubs, but not really any kind of major chipping or damage. There's a couple spots on the edge of this paw here. So it's kind of, I don't know if I can catch it, but like the shiny white ceramic kind of pops through the gray there. So there's just a few of those like rub spots. There's the inside of the planter. And it's a pretty large planter too. Dusty, I see you. Thank you so much. And of course, it's going to come with a Valentine because I can't help it. Here is, hey, Valentine, you sweep me off my feet. I did have a large collection of cleaning related Valentines. So this was coming out of my personal cards. I thought I'd pass this one along. I thought it looked cute with the planter, actually. Planter, before we count it down, is by Napco. It doesn't have the foil sticker on the bottom anymore, just kind of like a remnant of it, and the numbering for there on the bottom. It is a bigger one. It's 8.5 inches tall by about 6. Okay, so Dusty is got the high bid right now at 32. Nikki is in there at 28. So we're looking for 33 or more, and let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Nikki, I see you. Thank you so much. The other like little paint scratch on the bow is kind of like back in there, right there at the back.
I'm with Kim. I know he's ceramic, but boy, he looks like a rubber squeak. Boy,
he does. Yes, he does. I agree with that. Like if you didn't see the crevasse back there, it kind of looks like a stuffed animal. I think it's just how they sculpted it. I just really like that. All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Dusty, or just in case, did come in after the bid end. So highest bid was 35 from Dusty Moose, but Nikki did use it just in case. So Nikki, it's coming to you for 36. Thank you so much.
All right, $28. $28 if anybody's interested. These are pretty these are very popular in the kitsch community. So these flat-faced figurines or shakers, they are very collectible and very sought after. So if you guys are into pretty much, hardcore kitsch, that sounds weird saying that. If you guys are into hardcore kitsch, you know that this is a really good price for a set of these flat face shakers. There's no damage to them. They're airbrushed. A lot of times there's paint scratches to them, paint wear to them. Yes, Kim, oink, oink. And these are in like new condition. I don't think they were ever used. I don't know the manufacturer who made these. I don't know that I ever did. Amy, do you know who makes these? Inesco makes these.
Yep.
There's no Inesco sticker on the bottom. And there was a time, and I don't even know if they still do, that these can sell upwards of over $100 to the right people. I know that 50, 60, 80 bucks for the shakers. Maybe you remember I sold a flat face cat bank a long time ago. You can find compatible pieces to go with these. So I thought these were really neat. I was hoping maybe a kitsch lover would be here and enjoy them. So here, this little the pink one. This one's the little blue one up close. You can see there is a little discoloration there to the side. That is your 2-hole. They still have their stoppers, and they are these little flat-bodied, flat-faced, very, very kitschy shakers. So these are very collectible. Tina used to collect the cats a long time ago and had a collection of them, and the cats are even harder to find than the pigs. So each one of these measures about 3.5 inches wide by 2.5 inches tall. Again, look at those eyelashes, the way they created these and painted these. They're hand painted and airbrushed, as you can see. So there is your blue one. Here is your pink one. That one is your 3-hole. Again, $28 if anyone's interested. These are a little harder to find. They don't come around that often, especially at that price. I can't even believe I was able to buy them at a price to offer them for resale. Usually these are in cases, for some of the prices that I just quoted you. So hello, Emily. Nice to see you. So $28 if anyone is interested. They are the little shakers. You can see how good condition they are. There's no major scuffs. Like I say, these are airbrushed. So if they're not taken care of, they can get really, really scratched and not look the nicest. And these look like they're brand new. So I don't know what other animals they made. I do know about the pigs. We've had the pigs before. I know the cats. There's cats.
I've always done pigs and cats in that flat face.
I think that's it. So again, I'm heavy on salt and pepper shakers tonight. So hopefully some folks here are interested in shakers. And again, they're starting at $28 if anyone's interested. These would look good in your spring decor, especially with the pastel colors. I'm happy that I was able to find them to offer them. So we'll just wait, see if anyone's interested, but I don't see anybody. So we will sit these to the side and I'll bring them back later. Over to you, Amy.
There's chained pigs. I know there's chained family. There's planters and banks. I don't know if there's any other things. Any other pieces that match those, but The pigs, I think, are harder to find than the cats are. I don't see the cat, or I don't see the pigs. All right, I have a choice round, and it is oversized Valentines again. But these are pixies and mermaids. I love these. One is used, one is not used. So it is choice between the two, and these are good, decent size cards here. Both subject matters difficult to find in the Valentine world, so mermaids and pixies are not easy to come by. So I'll start with Mr. Pixie, and this one has been signed. So this one has been used on the back, but it is just, and they're from the same series. And you can see there's a little bit of gold kind of inking in there, and he's just kind of perched with his little parasol sitting on the heart with the bluebirds. I'd like to shower you with my love, Valentine. Oh, Caroline wants your pigs.
Yes, Caroline, they're yours. Thank you so much.
And welcome in, Melinda. Thanks for joining us tonight. And the other one is the mermaid. Also has some of that gold inking. Most of it is on the edge of the card. Okay, this one has not been signed. All right, this one's not been signed on the back, and it has not been folded. So there's perforation marks where you would fold it to kind of stick it in your envelope. So it says for you with oceans of love. So we've got the kind of King Triton, if you will, gazing on, and then the mermaid with the flower in her hair. Very cute. I wish I had a little mermaid to pair with that, but I sadly do not. I do not.
It took Tina like 10 years to find one of these for her mermaid card.
I've never had this one. I've had the smaller version of this card, but I've never had this bigger oversized one, especially one that has not been used. Both of them measure the same. They are 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. It just, one has kind of like a cut edge to it, and then one has more of like a pinking shears kind of jagged edge to it. These are great for flower frogs because they're oversized like that, or to pair with a little figurine, if you will. But we'll bring those back. We'll get Jason going.
And that card was gifted to her too. So
was it? Oh,
yeah, it was. So okay, $40. Give it a shot here. Maybe somebody's interested in this guy. This is only the second time I've ever found one in this good a condition. Okay, so $40. He's from the 1960s. He's made by the Ideal Company, and he is a plush Smokey the Bear. So what makes him unique is he's not damaged, but it's the hat. Usually you cannot find a hat. If you it's one of these plastic hats, usually they're missing. If you want to find a replacement hat, normally the hats go for $20-$30 on eBay. So he has his original hat, he has his badge, so he is Smoky Ranger. He prevents the forest fires. I'll hold him up close so you can see how clean he is. There's no stains to him. He has his original belt buckle on there, plus he has his original tag that shows that he's made by the Ideal Company, and that Ideal logo is from the 1960s. So he's kind of like a gun. You can see where they kind of weighted the feet a little bit. There's like cardboard in there, so he will stand on his own. I like to either put these on a doll stand or fit them into a plate stand so you don't have to worry about him tipping over, but he will stand on his own. So they made different versions of these. If you find one of these that sort of looks like this and he's the talking one, he can go for a few $100s. This one's not the talking one. So look, you can even see how clean he is. To find these, I actually, when I bought him, I got another one with it, and you can tell a child completely held it, played with it, and then what happens is these belts get destroyed or the little badges become destroyed. So you can see he's got his little felt tongue, his nose, hat's in very good condition. Hat still has the original band on it, still fits nice and taut, and he would look really good in your Smokey Bear collection, or maybe your bear collection, or maybe you guys are into advertising. He'd be fun for that. And like I said, he will stand on his own. I had one of these for years. I think I bought it at an auction for $50 or $60, 15, 20 years ago. Sold him, found him, was going to keep him, but I think I'm going to pass him along. So he measures 14 inches tall. And again, he is from the early 1960s. He is made by the Ideal Company. See if we can get that to focus. Maybe I need a new camera here. Nope, there we go. So it's made by the Ideal Company. And it also says on there, it says that the surface is washable. I don't know that I would wash him at this age. And it says it's a wonderful toy made by the Ideal Company, Toy Corporation. And again, I think he's really neat. So $40 if anyone's interested in the Smokey.
I've never run across one with a hat.
That is the big deal breaker. And he does have 2 ears, by the way. He does have 2 ears. So the other ear is just a little pressed down because the hat's been on there so long. So that ear is a little tucked in, but you can do whatever you want. So you can kind of see the hat's been on here for a long time. So at least I know it's his original hat. So thank you so much, William. I see you're 40. So we're looking for 41 or more. He is made by the Ideal Company. And he has kind of those foam pellets. You can feel he's got foam pellets on the inside. So I wouldn't go squeezing him too much because those pellets can start to break down. But he's nice and firm and will stand in your display. So 41 or more. Let's go ahead and count in down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 41 or more. The bid end from Karen. Thank you so much, Karen. 14-inch, early 60s, Ideal Smoky Bear.
I've never ever seen one with a shovel. I don't think he originally came with a shovel. There's a bigger rubber-faced one that might have come with one, but I've never seen a small one like that.
Yeah, no, these I've never seen one either. So William, my friend, Smokey is coming to you. Thank you so much and congratulations.
And I always have called him Smokey the Bear.
Me too.
He's Smokey Bear.
Me too. I still, when I'm not on a live, I'll still say Smokey the Bear. Yeah.
I've always had the in there, and he's never had the. I don't know. I also have a $40 start, and I've only had a couple of these in the last 14 years, but I don't think I've ever had one in this good condition. This is a Joseph Originals Pixie. All right. And it does not have any damage, no chips, no repairs. Cold paint is really nice on it. And there is a whole series of these ceramic pixies. They also later on made these guys in hard plastic. I actually have him. He's back there riding on my giant deer. But there is at least 8 in this series of pixies, and I'll show him on the back. He does have his Joseph Originals foil sticker there, which is always nice to see that he's present. And on his little tushy right there, he's got a ladybug friend hitching a ride. And actually on the ladybug, he has little metal antenna. So it's like a little piece of metal and then applied gold for the little antenna on the ladybug. So very cute. And of course, he's going to come with a Valentine because I just happen to have one that would match. It's a little pixie Valentine. This one looks like it came out of one of those punch-out Valentine books. Usually that is the kind of style that those are. It has not been used. There's no signatures on it, but it rests just so cute in the little hands of the pixie. So nice. That's why I'm including that. Miriam, hello. I see you in at 40. Thank you so much. And Aaron as well. Thank you so very much. So Aaron's back in at 41. Okay, so measurement real quick for the pixie is 3 1/4 by 3. 3 1/4 by 3. I've only ever had a couple other guys from this series. They're not easy to come by, but I just love them. I love them. All right, 42 from Miriam. So we're looking for 43 or more. I am going to do that countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Vintage Rose, I see you. Thank you so much. Oh, Historical Buff popped in there. Miriam has a just in case. And Aaron has a just in case as well. Ooh, there's Karen's bid end. All right. At the end there, 2 just in cases from Miss Miriam and Aaron, but Aaron's going to take it for $51. Thank you so much, everyone.
$15, Miss Amy. $15. Let's see if anybody's interested. These are pretty iconic. The 80s didn't have a lot of great Valentine's Day planters, but this one's pretty notorious. Folks that collect planters or collect Valentine's Day actually accept this as, you know, a collectible planter. It's put out by Teleflor, and usually you find them that they're completely damaged or stained up or missing cold paint. This one even has its original sticker on the bottom. It's made in Taiwan, so it's from the 1980s. And for $15, I think it would look really, really good in your Valentine's Day display. So I pulled it back there to get in close. You can see that the gold doesn't have really any wear on it. The red paint is in very good condition. You can see how clean the inside is. And these are really fun planters that you can do a lot of different things in your display. I like the quilted lacy kind of detail to it all the way around. It is just one-sided. I mean, I guess you could display it that way if you wanted to. Maybe, you know, in a display you were looking for just a plain white heart. You could display it backwards if you want to. So again, it is a little newer. It's not, you know, 50s or 60s Japan. It's 1980s, made in Taiwan, and it is made by the Teleflor Corporation. And it's one of these pieces that, you know, people like to seek out and add it and stack it with their Pyrex. They like to, you know, mix it in with their other planters. It measures 5 by 5, so it's almost a complete square. Again, super clean. I will spin it around here so you guys can see. But again, when it comes to the Valentine's Day displays, this one is a little bit different. It's a little bit thicker. You could actually put a nice display in this if you want. This is one of those nicer planters that on the inside, if you're fortunate enough to have one of those picture displays or ephemera displays, you know, that kind of, you know, sprawls out, opens up and fans out. This is a nice one where I've seen people, you can actually place it on the inside and it's thick enough and weighty enough that it stays in there, and then they put their Valentines in behind it. So again, 1980s ceramics. Believe it or not, these are not getting any easier to find. I don't know if folks threw these away in the 80s or what happened to them, but this one is in really good, clean condition, and you could add it to your Valentine's Day display. So $15 if anyone's interested. And I will just do another spin. Measures 5 by 5.
It looks like it would fit really well with the mid-century planters.
Absolutely. And like I said, I sometimes stay away from things that say, you know, Taiwan or Hong Kong, but that's what's becoming collectible. Folks are coming in and buying that sometimes before they buy the made in Japan stuff. So we'll bring that back in the recap too. Over to you, Amy.
Okay. Let's see. This is going to be a lot. So you're going to see several things in this lot together. And thanks everybody that's popping in here. Thanks for joining us tonight on an unusual night that we're usually not on. Thank you for being here. Okay, so I have a little explanation for this lot, and I think it's pretty special. Okay, so first we have Knickerbocker Kewpie. And I don't know if I've ever had one with a pink furry body. I don't think I have had this one in particular. And he's got little knees. Look at his little knees. So very soft pink fur. And it is a cameo Knickerbocker, both. So the head is going to be stamped cameo, and then the body was Knickerbocker. So they did do that. There's just several different variations. There's a red, there's a white suit. And then we have like usually the stripy, more plush body for these guys, but he is light pink. He's pretty good shape, no holes or anything like that. I guess we'll call this a girl Kewpie because she's dressed in pink. I have added the little bow on there because she would have originally come with a bow. Now back in the back of the head, there is a little stain present here. Okay. So it's not just for the Kewpie. All right. And so this came from a certain estate. So a number of years ago, there's a lady in Ohio I purchased a big, huge lot of Kewpie ephemera from, and it was all from the same lady. Her name is Martha Brewer, and I have some ephemera Kewpie pieces from the 70s and 80s for her. And then just a couple weeks ago, from the same lady, she said, I know that this came from Martha's Kewpie collection. Would you like it? So I said, absolutely. I want to keep it together. So I'm including some of the Kewpie ephemera from Martha's collection with the Kewpie. It only seems right to keep them together. I have a lot more of that Kewpie ephemera to go through, but I'm going to show you what these are. So first off, you get a little letter, and all of this is pink. So that's why I was including it with the pink Kewpie. So we got the Rose O'Neal Fan Club from Branson, Missouri, which is still in existence. So this was a handwritten letter to her for her little membership card. So that is what would come with this. So it's coming together. So the little letter and her little membership card for Miss Martha Brewer that I believe she lived in Arkansas. I think that's where she was from. And then there is this other like Rose O'Neal Fan Club little letter, all with pink printing. The Cupiesta Courier. So Cupiesta is the big Kewpie convention held in Missouri. It still happens every April. So that's coming too. And then this little Kewpie Chronicle kind of newsletter that they would send in the mail to all the members. It's from January, February 1983. So it's as old as I am. So there's different things that are in here that you could read about. Somebody did a hand little drawing of a Kewpie Valentine in here with a raccoon. I think that's very cute. And then there's a couple other little Valentine things in here. Isn't that cute? Somebody hand drew that.
I love that.
And there's another, here's another thing. And there's a little kind of, this is the year that Jesco kind of took over making the dolls. So the vinyl dolls for Kewpie and Rose O'Neal. So there's a little bit about that. And then there's another little Valentine with one of the Jesco Kewpies there in the heart. So that's why I'm including these all together, because they were all Martha's. I just feel like some of this Kewpie ephemera stuff needs to stay with her doll. Needs to stay with her doll. I've had some of her other dolls before, but that's why the pink is staying together. So Miss Karen, I see you at 30. Thank you so much. I'm going to do a countdown. Real quick, Kewpie measures 13 inches. Okay, so it's a pretty decent size. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So 1983 was the 100th anniversary of Cupiesta. That's crazy.
Are you ever going to go to that, Amy, you think?
I want to.
Sometime
I would love to, yes. But I feel like I have to go with Misty because Misty's like the other Kewpie nut. I feel like we kind of need to go, both of us. All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Desi, I saw you pop in there with a 33, but Miss Karen did have a just in case. So Karen, Pinky, and all the pink Kewpie stuff is coming to you for 34. Thank you so much.
I'm going to do another one of those quick claim rounds. See if anyone's interested. Okay. So I'm going to show you, they're similar, but they're different colors. I'm going to explain them to you. I'm going to give you a price. I'm going to give you a letter. So I think these are on the newer side. I think these are maybe the 1990s version. It's been a little bit since I've had some glass or some of these shoes. So I bought somebody's collection. So if you enjoy, they call these the Panther shoes. So I don't know if you can tell, it looks like there's a little panther or a little kitty cat kind of crawling over the top of the shoe. They are in the daisy button pattern. So I know here of late, we sell some Victorian things, some older things. These are fun to use in your display. They're great to hold jewelry. They're just fun to put on your vanity as well. You can put your lipstick in them. You can do all sorts of things. You can even gussy them up and give them as a gift. So they each measure about 5.5 inches wide by about 3 inches tall. And I have one in clear. I do not think that these are Fenton. Fenton had the mold and other companies did make them, Minx. They are not stamped Fenton. So I'm not confident in saying that they are. If they were early Fenton, they would not be stamped. But I don't think these were made by Fenton. I'm leaning towards some of the other companies like Indiana, stuff like that, that made them. Okay. So, but they're not stamped Fenton, although they all shared the mold. So Daisy Button, there you have a clear one. You have a emerald style green one, which is going to look really great coming into spring and St. Patrick's Day. I have a gorgeous cobalt blue one. And then I have a gorgeous pink one, a cute little pink one. So let me just show it to you up close. And again, yes, usually when they're stamped, they're made by Fenton. So you can kind of see they kind of muted the cat's face a little bit, but you can still see the cat. They call this the panther detail in the front. I think when it's a little muted like that, like I said, we're hedging more toward like an Indiana glass kind of situation. So they are going to only be $10 each. $10 each if you want a glass shoe. They're not slippers. The slippers are the smaller ones. So a glass shoe, $10 each. If anyone's interested, you can put in the letter M, and then you can claim them by whatever letter they have underneath. So $10 a shoe. If anybody is interested on the glass shoes, Daisy Button pattern, A, B, C, or D, no chips or cracks, in very good condition. I gotcha, Miss Karen. Thank you. I got you for the pink one. So if anybody else is interested, they're just $10 a shoe. And I have the clear one remaining, which would be you'd have to put in the letter M and then A, letter M and B, or letter M and C. So again, look at that rich blue and the cobalt.
I like the cobalt.
So I got you, Paula, for B, which was the green one. Thank you so much. And again, they're $10 each. Actually, the two remaining are really good for this time of the year. The clear looks very icy. Then you pair that with the cobalt one. So again, $10 each if anybody is interested. And I'll just wait a minute because I feel like we got a pretty gnarly lag here. So if anyone was interested, $10, you'd put the letter M and A if you want the clear one. Letter M and C if you want the cobalt one. And we'll bring, I got you, Nikki, for the other two. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. That's a great price for those. All right. I have a choice handmade round tonight. I think I only previewed one of these because I only had room to show one. But I have two of my handmade Valentine dollies tonight. So here are the two, and they're also coming with Valentines because I can't help it. So these are the two. Okay, so I have two Valentines. That's it. That's all I could manage to get done. And now we're moving on to bunnies for Easter. So the first one here is the little brunette. So these have felt hair appliqued on. This is a little vintage beaded heart that is in their little piggies. Vintage heart on the dress. And this, I don't have very much more of this fabric. I love this fabric. So it's covered with vintage Valentine. So it's vintage inspired fabric. It's not vintage fabric, but it does have vintage Valentine cards covering it. And then it has this cute little heart and daisy print. Look at those little cats eating ice cream. And then it does have some hook and loop here on the back. So if you need to take the dress off for whatever reason to wash it, you can. The little hearts carry down for the socks and red shoes. And they are pre-tramp stamped, tattooed here on the back. So I've signed them on the back here. So the card that's coming with this one, both coming with cat cards. And here is the one that's coming with this one. So it's a little fold-up card. Meow, meow, be my Valentine. I thought it looked cute with this one, but it folds open, and then there's this weird long body cat. You'll make a perfect Valentine for me. So that is the card coming with this one. Yes, I have. I guess I don't ever think about making a bunch of different hair colors, but yeah, I have made black hair ones before. And the heart one, here is the one. So she has just a little bit kind of blondie hair, hand painted faces on those. Another vintage button. This one's covered with conversation heart print here, and then stripes in the center, and stripes for the socks, red shoes, same kind of deal. And then this one is the card that's coming with this one. Valentine for a girl I know. I thought that one looked cute with her. This one opens up. It has a little greeting on the inside. Okay. And measurement for the dollies real quick. They are 16.5 inches by about 10 inches at the piggies. Okay. Nikki's in there at 41. I saw Paula in there as well. So let's do that countdown. We're looking for 42 or more. Oh, Nikki and Paula both jumped in there with a 42. So we're looking for 43 or more. Let's count it down. I can't hold everything. All right. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We might have a St. Patrick's Day. We'll see. I don't know if I did any last year. I can't remember, but I have one cut out. So maybe we'll have a St. Patty's Day. That's coming up soon too. Goodness.
That it is. And
Easter's really early this year. Easter's really early. It's like the first Sunday in April.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Okay. At the end there, I saw Paula had a just in case of 55. Nikki Moss had a just in case of 69. So Nikki, for 56, let me know if you would like. We'll do cats for this one or hearts for this one. Cats or hearts? Cats or hearts?
Meow, meow.
Meow, meow. I love that. Oh, Parmesan.
Yeah.
Eating ice cream. Okay, Nikki's going to take the conversation hearts. You got it. Thank you so much. And that was the card for that one. And then, wait a minute. Am I wrong? No.
No, you're right.
Paula, if you would like the cat one, let me know. And behind that was going to be Nikki R. And I think that was everybody. So I'll just watch the chat. Let me know, Paula. Oh, she says yes.
She said yes.
Thank you so much.
I am going to need your help to remind me who made this, but it's going to start at just $15. Just $15. There is wear to this, guys, but I've never had this version of the case. I got it from its original owner, and she's in her 70s, and she played with it as a kid, but it displays well. So it's just going to be $15. Amy, who's the person who made these?
Oh,
Margaret
Holbrook.
That's it. That's the artist. That's the artist. And this is the first time I've ever had one with the bears on it. So normally these can go for a lot more than $15. But this one does have some wear. But if you're trying to complete your collection of these, or this is maybe your first one, this would be your probably your first one, and then you could graduate to a different one. So she did tape some of the sides, okay? So again, there is some wear to it, but I kind of like that. And how can you not think of spring?
They always have a little bit of wear on them.
They do. This one does. Like I said, this one does have wear, okay? So I'm not going to kid you. This one, but the front displays beautifully, okay? So thank you so much, Marie. I got you at 15, so we're looking for 16 or more. Look at these little kitschy bears there with their little flower headbands on there. You can see we have a little butterfly, some bluebirds. Definitely would look good at Easter time. Look at the little bun right there.
I love
and
that
then
bunny.
Look at the little check, okay? So again, now she did tape the sides up, all right? So the side does have some tape, but it does have its original handle. So I have found them that the handles have been missing or broke. So you do have the original handle. She did tape it, but she told us when we went out and did a house call last week, she said that all of her sisters had one of these. Each sister had one, and she doesn't know where they went, but this was hers. And she loved it. She carried things in it. She used it all the time. So she even had, I left the little ribbon that was on there. Okay. So here you can see that's how it opens. The latch is still there. There's no weird smells. And the inside has a little bit of wear, but still displays, I think, pretty doggone good considering in it.
The signature on the upper lid towards where the hinge attaches on the inner edge is where it's going to be signed. Nope. On the inside.
On the inside. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
There it is. I don't know if I can show it there. You can sort of see.
It's kind of a weird, it's a weird spot where
Yes,
it's signed, but I think
right.
that's just how the paper was when they cut it.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get it up to the camera to show, but you're right, Amy. It's right there. It's right here on the inside. There we go. There you guys can see it right there.
You got it.
I saw you, Wendy, at 16, and it looks like Marie is back at 20, so we're looking for 21 or more. Yes, that is the inside. Measurements on it, 12 by 9. 12 by 9. And again, I'm not going to kid you, folks. It does have some wear. She used it, but she actually had it in another box, so that it stayed in good condition. So I think the fact that this came from its original owner, plus I have never had the one with the two little love bears here in the front. So I think with the little kind of love birds, love bears, words are tough. It's been a long day. I shoveled hours today. So
I understand.
Have the love bears here would look good in your Valentine's Day. And then also great for spring or great for any kitsch lover. So let's go ahead and count it down. We are looking for 21 or more. Please note it does have some wear, but these are getting increasingly harder to find. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. This is one of the things, if I had the extra room, I would never part with these. I love these. I think these are so fun, cute. I had the boat one. I had a train one, I think. And this is the first time I ever had the bears. So thank you all for the bids. I saw Wendy's just in case of 49. Nicole got in there with a 21. But Marie got in there with a just in case. So for 50, Marie, congratulations. Thank you so much. Bear friend is coming to you.
There's so many cute ones of those. I love those. All right. I have some pink poodles. Chained poodle family. They are very, very cute. I don't think I've ever had this chained family before. They're a little difficult to show. Okay. These always make me nervous because of the chains. But these are made by UCAGCO. And the foil sticker is underneath Mama. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it, but it's on the bottom of Mama. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. It's on the bottom of Mama. When I lay them down, I'll show it to you. But she has both of her babies. Her poodle babies have not went off to poodle college quite yet. They're still attached on there. Now, I will tell you, there's no repairs on the poodles, but there are some flea bites. All right, there are some flea bites. And they're in just a couple spots. Up here, like kind of all the little curly cues on Mama have some of the little flea bites. There's a couple teeny tiny pinpoint ones on the babies. So it's going to be easier for me to lay these down and show them to you rather than me have them stand up and balance. So I'm going to do that real quickly. And then I'll try my best to show. And there's some cold paint scratching in the bows. Okay. So on this baby here, there's a couple little pinpoint spots on her little curly cues, and there's cold paint loss on the end of that bow. And they got a little wild with that green paint in the factory. That is underneath the glaze. So that's not cold paint there. They just got a little wild with her or eyeshadow. I don't know. And then there's, because of the chains where they're attached, there's a little cold paint loss on those little attached. Now you can see on the bottom of Mama, there is that UCAGCO sticker. They did do some other chained poodle sets, but this one was a new one to me. So Mama does have, I don't know, up in the, I showed you the one on the front. On the back, there's a couple other little spots where there's some flea bites. Right there is kind of the biggest one. And then she's got cold paint on the bow. And the other baby, these ones are difficult to show because their chains are not super long. So, oh, I showed that one already. This one here is the other one. Again, there's just a couple little tiny pinpoint flea bites on the back of this one. This one has the least amount of wear out of the three, but otherwise she's pretty good. She's pretty good. Okay. Let me see. I see Aaron's in there at 34. Thank you so much. I'm going to stand these back up so we can see their cute little faces while we do the countdown, and I'll give you a measurement. Okay. Let me get them back up there on your board. All right, poodles. They Mama is 6.5 inches tall, and each of the babies is around 4.5. Okay, there we go. So very cute. I love that they are pink. And I gotta give a shout out to Miss Janine. She actually found these for me. back last year sometime. I picked them up from her from Elkhorn. I bought them back from her because she picked them up for me somewhere to store. So thank you, Janine, for finding these. I love them. All right, Aaron's in at 34, so we're looking for 35 or more. And I'm going to do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I forgot. There's your Valentine that's coming with it. A little Poochie. This is a Gibson card. It's not been used. So a little doggy Valentine. A little boy doggy that is kind of hitting on the little poodles. I like it. I didn't have a poodle Valentine. They're not easy to find. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Aaron, I saw you just in case you didn't need it. They're coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, I'm taking a chance with this one. We'll see if somebody values it and sees for what it is. It is going to be my highest start tonight. It's going to start at $60. If you guys remember years ago, there was like a gold owl radio that came up, an AM transistor.
I sold that radio.
And some of these 50s and 60s radios can be very valuable. This one you're not going to find anywhere online. I can't find a comp on it. If you guys love pink and you love a nice
radio,
it is a radio. You can see the dial right here in the front. This is a pink Princess House phone radio, which does work. It does work. Before I show you some more details, it only is AM because it's an early one. It's made in Japan. I have the original box. So you're going to get the original box. It is made by the Ross Company. If you guys want to do a Google, you can start to do some research. Some of these old AM transistor radio, like figural pieces, can be pretty valuable. So you're going to get the original. It's a little solid state. You're going to get the original styrofoam, everything. I think I was the first one to put batteries in it. So
that's the same manufacturer that made the owl a solid state.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So if you're even a reseller, you might be able to buy this for $60 and sell it for 3 times. I can't find any online. There have not been any online. So you take the little phone off, and it says it's a telephone radio. So that's your little receiver. The cord's in very good condition. What's really fun about this one is that here's where you have the little speaker and everything. There's the model there on the bottom. That's where the little 12-volt battery goes. I'm not sending it with a battery. You'll have to get your own battery. But hopefully we can get you to hear. Can you hear the static? You can hear the static, can't you, Amy?
Yeah, you can hear it.
I'm not. So this is where you dial the stations in. So you dial the stations in right here. I'm not going to be able.
Cool.
I'm not going to be able to get anything where I'm at, but you can hear it's trying to. If you're in an area where you have a strong AM signal, but I think more so at this stage of the game, this is more figural than it is purposeful. Does that make sense? So if you love the color pink, there you can see there's all your different dials, the numbers on there. They don't go in numerical order because you're dialing in AM stations. So there that is. The receiver part is in very good condition. That actually mimics a phone as if when you hang it up. And then you can put it right there on top. So it's this cute little pink princess phone. I thought maybe I would try something different. I thought this would look really good in your Valentine's Day display. A little pink love line phone, maybe, put it in there. And it's something that works. I've never, ever found one of these little princess phones. And then back here is where your speaker is. I wish it would tune in a little Dick Clark, Karen. God, I'd love that. So it measures about 6.5 inches wide. So it's 6.5 inches wide, and it's about 3.5 inches tall. So again, it is a little AM transistor radio. I love the font there for Ross right there. Totally. If you love pink minks, I think it would be a great addition. It's in very, very good condition. There's no scuffs. There's no chips to it. You can see that the cord itself is in really good condition. I think that I was the first one to put batteries in it. So I'll just take a moment here. I'll show you the battery cavity there. You can see that there's no corrosion whatsoever to the terminals. And I think, really $60, these some of these radios can get really crazy on the internet. So I wouldn't be afraid to put this into even Mother Tucker's with a price of 120 on, and I don't think it would last that long. So 60 if anyone's interested. I wanted to bring something different. That's why I thought I'd offer it here first. You're going to get the original box. The instructions are inside. Everything you need. New old stock, made in Japan. And I do believe the radio is from the late 50s or the early 1960s. But thank you for letting me show you. And we'll try it again in the recap. Thank you so much.
That is so cool. I've never seen one of those. That's why I was like, that's a radio?
Yes, it is.
I wouldn't lie to you. Yeah, that's so good. All right. I have a pair of items up next. So the first thing is Nancy in Storybook Doll. She is in pink, so I thought I would bring her. And she is a variation of Miss February, so number 188. So they did a whole series of month dolls. So she is one of the variations, one of the later variations of February. She is a larger doll, so she is 6 inches tall, and the earlier ones would be 5 1/4. So she does not have her armband or a box, but she's very nice and clean. And she's got a little fluffy feather up on her hat, wool felt hat, little bow tied on there. So she's frozen body. All right, so that just means that her legs and head do not move, just her little arms move. And then her dress is kind of some organza with some gold foiled Swiss dot pattern and trimmed in lace. And then she's got her little pantaloons and her flat shoes. And she did come with a little, that was the same kind of base I was talking about when Jason had his doll out. These kind of plastic bases that have like a spring, you just kind of put over the feet. These are kind of standard fare for this size of doll. She did come with that. The other thing that you're getting along with her is a brooch. So I thought that this brooch looked pretty because of her little gold in her dress. So I'm including this goldy tone little brooch in hearts. And then there's little white rhinestones that trim the brooch. On the back side, it does have a safety clasp in good working condition. No stamps or maker's mark or anything on the back of that brooch. But I thought they were cute together. So that's why I paired them. Not really any kind of notable issues on the doll at all. She is 1940s bisque composition on her. She's not plastic. There's the back of the dress. So there she has the stamp in the back, or the snap in the back, rather than the safety pin, which is later on production. They did do snaps on the dress versus the safety pin. But I see Melissa and Miss Catherine. Hey, Catherine. Both in there at 16. Thank you so much. So paired with that heart brooch, let's do a countdown. We're looking for 17 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Catherine, I see you're 18. Thank you so much.
I love the polka dots on that dress.
I do too. I'd like to wear a dress like that. All right, there's Karen's bid end. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Catherine Thomas, the pair is coming to you. Thank you so much.
$20, Amy, $20. And I have another set of salt and pepper shakers. Like I said, I'm heavy on them tonight. This was one of my favorite sets that I found back in the day. Their trunks do not intertwine. If you can see, the one trunk is shaped like a P for pepper. I'm sure you guys can see that. And the other one is curved like an S for salt. So some folks see these and think they're supposed to interlock. These aren't. So it's just supposed to show you which one's the pepper, which one is the salt. And if you guys collect pink elephants, these would be great. And like I said, they're little salt and pepper shakers, and they are made by Ceramic Art Studios. So they don't have their corks. I think they're some of my favorite, with the very 50s looking black and turquoise, turquoise with the black polka dots. and some of the other details. So let me show them to you up close. $20 if anyone's interested. You can see that it is stamped Ceramic Art Studio. Yep, there it was. I was right, Madison, right there, Wisconsin on the bottom. And then you can see this is the more girl style with the bow in her hair. You can see the details. Look at her rosy cheeks. If you guys like California pottery, these are very California pottery style. They were also known because of the kind of clay that they used in the ceramics. It was very unique to Wisconsin. So that's why it's kind of like a tanny peach kind of porcelain. Again, these aren't too known, but they are collectible. When I say not too known, to Ceramic Art Studio. And if you do some research online, you're going to see Ceramic Art Studio is a very high quality ceramic and very, very collectible. So $20 on these if anyone's interested. That's your 3-hole. Look at her eyelashes with her blue eyes and her cute little dress with her little pink dots on her feet. So adorable. Exactly, Gavin. Exactly. So there's the little girl style. And this little guy here has his little beanie on his head. He's your little 2-hole. Again, the eyelashes are very 1950s. He's got his little trunks on. These might even look good in your summer displays or your pink elephant displays. Maybe if you guys do maybe the pink elephant, maybe at New Year's, these would be fun. And again, what I love is the little way they the way they styled the trunk there to be a P for Pepper. And he is your little 2-hole. And neither one of them have their corks. Again, these become more figural than they become, utilitarian. And then she is your little salt shaker. So thank you for letting me show them to you, and we'll bring them back. Over to you, Amy.
They're so cute. I've never seen those either.
Mm-mm.
Somebody really collected the Ceramic Art Studios. I don't hardly see any of those pieces out and about, especially in Wisconsin, which is really weird because usually if something was produced in a certain area, I tend to see it a little bit more. Like you guys have certain glass, certain things over in Pennsylvania that I don't really see over here. So somebody must have collected it.
They were part of the club. They were part of the Ceramic Art Studio club.
Gotcha. That makes more sense. They got harder to find pieces that nobody else got. All right, my last handmade piece of the sale is going to be this creation. So the base is a vintage ice cream cup. I got these new old stock, awesome kind of felty little pics from Katie Vintage Treasure Girl over on Instagram a couple weeks ago. And I knew exactly what I wanted to do with it. I've had these new old stock little kind of stockinette pixie heads for a while. They have blue hats and pink hats. I've had them a number of years, and they were just begging me to do something with them. So vintage chenille, I made their little body out of, and a little vintage felt made for the little collar. I've added the little rhinestone up there, and there's all vintage elements in here. So these little kind of little mesh bits came out of a corsage. We had a spun satin ball, a big old flocking ball here in the back. That was a vintage Christmas ornament. I've signed that on the back of the flocked ball. There's another bit of that from a corsage. I have a little sparkly heart and a little vintage millinery. I've made her little skirt. I know it's a little hard to see, out of some vintage little lacy trim there. And this ice cream cup is from the Lily Tulip Company out of New York. I always like to say where those advertising things come from, because they're fun to collect certain things from certain regions. Same with the soda cans that I like to craft with. But it's the Pickup, P-I-K-K-U-P, Pickup Sundae Cup, made with seal test ice cream. That sounds delicious. Oh, and I forgot, this is a little vintage pick here with kind of the beaded hearts and felt on it. So it's definitely a combination of pink and red on there. Melissa, I see you. Thank you so much. I'm going to do a countdown. Measurement real quick is 6 inches tall by about 3.5 inches wide. Let's do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. William's going to disown me now because I opened 2 new old stock packages. I did save the toppers, so I didn't throw those away. They're still in the packaging. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Vintage Rose, I did see her just in case. It did come in after the bid end, but you didn't need it. It is coming to you for $25. Thank you so much. Blast your name. I know he's cussing at me right now.
You're going to get both of these for $15. These are antique Victorian Christmas cards. I know that it isn't Christmas time, but it is January 25th. So I found these as I was going through my ephemera for Wednesday's Whatnot sale. And I found these and I thought, you know what, $15. Hopefully I have somebody here that will appreciate these two early Victorian Christmas cards. Now, there is some wear to them. You can see the fringe is a little bit missing. You could do whatever you want with these, repurpose them, maybe clip that off. But here you're going to get both of these. And let's start with this one here. You can see there is a little bit of discoloration to them. You can see there's a little wear right there. And then down here on the bottom, it says a Happy Christmas Tide. Very Victorian, a Happy Christmas Tide. And then it is double-sided. It says a bright and Merry Christmas on this side. And again, you Victorian lovers can see more of the significance in this than I can. I'm sure there's probably a bunch of messages in that piece, from the bird to probably how she's holding it. Probably means good luck. And you can tell that there she's drumming probably into a Happy Christmas Tide right there. So you'll get her. That's your first one. This one I'll show you, but then I'm going to have to put my flashlight on it. It's very dark for me to read. So maybe I can read it through the camera. So this one I think is probably very valuable. Usually when they spell Christmas like that and you have a young snow baby, maybe a young child on here, this one is Merry Christmas on the back with the Merry Christmas bell. I'm sorry, the measurements on these, this one here is about 5 1/4 at the longest. 5 1/4 at the longest.
Is that one marked Germany at all?
This one?
No, not that one. The other one, the snow baby one.
I feel like this one is more USA, but I can't. This is so dark with the gold. I tried to see if I could see that it was stamped German. I don't know if I would be. It probably is, but I can't find where it's stamped Germany anywhere. I was kind of assuming with the bell on the back that maybe it was American. But this does have the makings of German. And again, here's your front. And I'm going to have to put my camera on it to read that because it's so dark. So bear with me. It says, somebody told me I must say that here's much love for Christmas Day, but then I could not bring it all. Somebody says I am just too small. So it's a little child, and it says, now that I read it, I can read it faster. It says, somebody told me I must say that there's much love for Christmas Day, but then I could not bring it all. Somebody says I am too small. Well, that is just the most stinking cutest little saying I have ever seen or heard. And right there it is. Sorry. When I pull it back and try to read it in my room here, it's super dark. So again, you're going to get both of these. I see Vintage Rose in at 15. We're looking for 16 or more. This one does have some wear. It looks like poor girl does have a spot there under her eye. But if you are into Victorian and that shabby chic kind of look, I think this is a perfect aesthetic. So let's count them down. We're looking for 16 or more, and you're going to get them both. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 16 or more. I got some schmutz on my computer. Got that cleaned off now. And you get
I love when they have that fringe like that.
I do too. And like I said, they would go for more if the fringe wasn't so worn, but I still think it gives them a good look. So thank you so much, Vintage Rose. Congratulations.
Right. Christmas is good anytime, Jason.
It is. It is. And I might mix it in throughout the year. It seems like other sellers are. So I think I might.
Yes. Okay. I have a $10 start for my next round. And it is well, I'll show it to you. It's a vintage candy box. So from Fannie Mae, and it does have 1992 written on here. Do I know if that was when it was gifted or what the significance is of that. Although I do believe that the, and then there's just ingredients on the other. So this was the original like gift box that the box of candy would have come in. But the graphics on here does kind of read 90s to me, but maybe a little bit into the 80s. I'm not really sure. There's no stamping or anything on the card box. Usually later on, they started printing ingredients and barcodes, that sort of thing on the actual box. There's no barcode on the inner box or the outer box. And just the cutest little bear. He's got his own candy box in there waiting to look at his face. I got to get in this chocolate. I love it. But what's also cool in here, it has, I liked this. This might not be for everybody, but I liked it. It had the original chocolate little Fannie Mae bear
I love
foil
that.
wrapper in there. Like that, I didn't, when I initially found this, I didn't open it up. I did not open up the box. So I didn't actually discover that until I was home with it. That the little, you know, like a hollow little bear, like the Easter bunny would have come wrapped. They saved the little wrapper. I just think that's really cute. And of course, it's going to come with a Valentine too, because I can't do the candy boxes without a Valentine. So this one says, I'll say it again for you. It has this kind of little 3-dimensional little heart that it's kind of poked through on the other side with a little tab on that one. Again and again, I love you. So a little bear card I had to pair with it. Caroline, I see you. Thank you so much. And then there's the little wax paper kind of heart liner that's in there too. The box is very nice and clean. The box itself is 5 3/4 by 5 1/2. So it's going to come with its original outer box, the Valentine, and that little foil wrapper. I think that's cute. I like that somebody saved that. All right, Caroline, I see you. Thank you so much. We're looking for 11 or more. I am going to do the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. 34 years ago. I'm sure they enjoyed it. Thanks for doing the math on that, Judy.
You could actually put something in that and form the foil around it again. And
you could. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Caroline, I saw you just in case you didn't need it, lady. It's coming to you. Thank you so much.
Going to follow your candy lead, but mine are going to be $15 choice. I have 2 older candy tins. I don't know exactly what year they're from, but I'm sure that they're both prior to the 1930s. So I know we have some cat lovers here. This one is a really cute one. It's an early one. You can see we do have 1 or 2 little scuffs, but this one is by the Cadbury Company. I do believe both of these tins are from England, by the way. So this is a nice early one here. I'll show you on the back where it says Cadbury. But 15 on this one. You have these cute little kitty cats here in the basket, sort of playing. It has this oval, almost frame around it. Reminds me of those convex, glass frames. Great details to it, and it actually has feet on it. And this would make a nice little jewelry box. So it has the right sort of patina for the age. I couldn't find any examples of this one online. Here is where it says it is by the Cadbury Company and it's by the 3 Queens. And it gives a whole bunch of details there on the back. Cadbury, Brothers. It says Cadbury Brothers L. I think it's limited. And then it says, I don't know exactly what else. Some of it's a little worn back here, but then it says that it is from England. So it's the Cadbury Company. So 15, if anyone's interested. Let me go ahead and open. This one is hinged. So this one's hinged. Let me try to open it here. It does have a little bit of wear on the inside. And those things you see there, that's how the feet are actually attached inside the tin. And I actually think the shape of the tin is really different and very unique. So this tin measures 8 inches long by 5 inches wide. So that'll be your first one at 15. This is going to be your second one. This is an old Whitman's tin. So this is an old Whitman's tin. You can see, yes, there's some wear to it, but this is probably from the 1920s. It would have had, I think, their prestige candies in it. You can see that it has all of these shields and designs on the side. Find one of these Whitman tins is a little difficult. Thank you, Nicole. MJ's in at 16. Nicole is in at 15. Overall displays really, really well. Both of these tins, I believe, are prior to 1930. This one, I believe, is probably from the 1920s. So if you like old candy tins, especially old candy tins that you can repurpose and use for other things, this one's really fun too. And this one, they've always kind of just called the treasure chest one. So these are fun to use and to put your ephemera in, and you can actually repurpose it, do assemblages on the inside. And trust me when I say these candy tins are getting a little more difficult to find. This one measures 8 inches long by 4 inches wide. Yep, wait, I did that backwards. This one is 8 by 5. The cat is 8 by 4. Let me give you the right dimension. So let's go ahead and count it down. This one you'll claim as Cadbury or Catberry if you want to.
Catberry.
Catberry if you want to. And this one's going to be Whitman. So 2 different candy containers. I see you Vintage Rose in at 17, looking for 18 or more. And we'll count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You're right, Joe. Especially both of these are super old, and none of these are getting easier to find. Not saying they're rare, they're just hard to find. And in antique malls, people are asking $50 for some of these. So again, it'll be Cadbury or Catberry or Whitman. So Nicole, I see you're just in case. Vintage Rose, I see you're just in case right before the bid end. So Nicole for 23, you get first choice. Vintage Rose, you'll have backup. So this one is Cadbury, and this one is Whitman. Yes, there is some patina and wear there, but I think that's pretty good. I've seen these where some of the whole transfer logos completely wiped off. So the cat one is yours, Nicole. Thank you so much. So Vintage Rose, were you interested in the Whitman? And that would be at your 22. And then MJ, you'd be at 18. So Vintage Rose, let me know if you were interested. And then MJ, you're on deck. And again, this one I do believe is from the 1920s when it comes to candy containers. All right, Vintage Rose, thank you so much. Congrats.
Congrats. I've never seen either one of those.
No, they're.
I love that cat one.
I do
of course,
too.
I'm partial to the cat one, but
yeah,
you know. Okay. My next round's going to start at $10. This hinging on antique. It's 97 years old, so not quite, but it's pretty darn close. So from 1929, this fairy Valentine. I absolutely love it. And you can see it standing on its own. It does have an easel back. I'll show you that in a moment. It is a German card. It is the teeniest, tiniest marked Germany right here on this edge. I know that. Well, I don't know. We're going to put that camera really to the test and see if that can focus. Oh, it kind of is.
Oh, I can see it.
Did a good job.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's very tiny, but I just loved this card. And it has been signed and dated on the back. And it kind of, the wings have this kind of pop out element to also help it stand. So they do kind of fold back like that. And it still has its little easel back attached on the back side. So it does say 1929 right here on the easel. And then it is signed from, what does that say? From Gillian. I think that might say what it says on the back. I just love her. You guys know anything fairy pixie related, I'm here for it. And it's not a super large card, but it's really nice shape for as old as it is. It does measure 4.5 inches tall, about 2.5 inches wide. The fact that easel, usually 1920s Valentine's, the easel is missing on these other ones that I have found similar in style, like this 3D kind of pop out element. Usually those are missing, but I'm going to do a countdown. MJ's in there at 10. So we're looking for 11 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. MJ, I see you just in case. there's the bid end from Karen. All right, MJ, coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, I'll give $16. $16. One last shot for some more Valentines. I didn't realize I had 2 of these this year, but I do have 2 of these. This is the second one I'm going to offer. So $16. Maybe you don't have one of these in your Valentine's Day displays. Maybe you know someone that has a February birthday. And I always say this, I think she looks like she's carrying her candy heart. And I will say, out of all the rosettes, she has the biggest little rosette in any of them, that even bigger than the one I have in my collection. So there's no damage to the wings, no damage at all to the wings. I do believe she is made by the Napco company. So there's either remnants of a Napco or Japan sticker there on the bottom. What I love is that they used the pink on the like ribbon, the ribbon tails. Her spaghetti has absolutely no damage. Her face is in really, really good condition. There's no discoloring to it, and there's no issues whatsoever to her little halo on the top. So again, 16, if anyone's interested. I know I did offer one a few sales ago, but I thought one last hurrah, maybe somebody needs this for their Valentine's Day display. She measures just about 4 1/4 inches tall and just about 3 inches wide. So again, if you guys aren't familiar, Napco did a series of month angels. There's a compatible little boy that you could get to, stand there with her. They did different sizes. They did change them a little bit as the years went on. But again, you don't see a ton of the February ones much anymore. So I think her face is so cute, and she is a good one, Karen. Absolutely. Look at those eyelashes. You can see the blue eyes. Again, maybe you know someone that's starting a Valentine's Day display. This is pretty much a cornerstone, I think, in everyone's display. I think hopefully everybody puts one of these in their Valentine's Day decor. You can see, look how thick her spaghetti is. The spaghetti is actually a little thicker than the other one that I had offered. So I'm not going to spend too much time on her. I think $16 is a great price on her. There's no damage to the wings. There's no damage to the halo. Again, I know I did offer one. I don't want to seem like I'm offering the same things over and over again. Even the February script there in the front is really good. So 16 again, if anyone's interested. I see you, Laura. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 17 or more, and we'll count her down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. No damage to the rose. No chips to the spaghetti that I could find. There's even pink details down here on the bottom. Again, these angels, they're just always great to have in whatever holidays coming up display, even if it isn't your birthday. So Laura, thank you so much. Congratulations.
I don't think I've even run across one of those this year, a February one. I haven't even seen one.
I probably won't even find any next year. Feast or famine.
All right. $10 start for me. I have a pink puppy dog. And pink puppy dog is made by Kelvins, Kelvins. They did do several different critters in this kind of pink. This is more of a like flat bisque kind of ceramic. So no high glaze, no cold paint either that you got to worry about on this guy. Most often Kelvins in the pink were elephants. There's also cats besides the dogs. And then there's a couple other critters as well. Of course, I'm going to pair it with a Valentine because I can't help it. This is the Valentine that's going to come with cute little pink puppy dog. And it is I've never heard of this brand before. The DA line. I've never heard of that. I've never had any greeting cards from that line before. And it's a very cute graphic wise. It is a card that opens up. I paired it because of her pink little dress. I thought they were cute together. And then we got little puppy dog peeking out, and look at that little bluebird, little bonus bluebird in there, packed full of love. This Valentine goes to a sweet little girl. I love that. So that's why you're getting them together. There's no chips or repairs on little puppy dog. And puppy measures 2 3/4 by 2 1/2. Okay. I see Nikki's in there at 10. We're looking for 11 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yes, good reminder, Kim. If you haven't given the broadcast a thumbs up, please, please. That would be awesome. All right. Nikki is here just in case. And there's Karen's bid out. All right. Oh, there goes the card. Nikki, it's coming to you for 10. Thank you so much.
All right, gang. It's going to be another quick claim round. So I'm going to show you what I have. They're similar. And then I will tell you how much they are. And then I'll give you a letter. So we'll make this real quick. So I have 2 groupings of these. So you'll get 12 of these little cupids. Now, some folks, I think, say these are German. Now, these could have been printed in Germany, but for Denison, because I'm pretty sure Denison sold them. Amy, if you know more, correct me, but I'm pretty sure.
Those ones I'm not recognizing. So, I mean, when they're attached like that with tabs, they look more like German scrap to me than Denison, but that's hard for me to say.
They have, some of them have, the one group has the number on. So they're either made in Germany and then Denison sold them, which was an American company, but you'll get a group of 12 of these. And what you do is, these are great for crafting. You're going to, of course, cut and separate them, and they become these tiny little die cuts. And these are little cupids. They're little mailman cupids delivering your little love in a box and in a card. So they're fun to kind of pop in a flower frog. They're great to craft with. So I have 2 groupings of 12 of the cupids, okay? Then I have 2 groupings of 12, and there's a French name for these. That's right? It. So, yep, you're exactly right. So I have 12. So that means you'll get 6 sets of boys and girls. So you'll get 6 sets of boys and girls, and I have 2 of them, okay?
Those are cute.
So you're either going to, so what you'll do is, like I said, again, I have 2 sets of these, and they're going to be $8 for a group of 12. So I have 2 sets of 12 of them, and I have 2 sets of 12 of the Cupid. So you either claim kids or Cupid. And if anyone's interested, like I said, they're going to be $8 a group, and you put in the letter D for Denison. So you can put in the letter, and then you can tell me what you want. I have 2 groupings of 12, and these are early. So I have 2 groupings of the Cupids, and I have 2 groupings, and we're just going to call these kids, okay? So Karen, you're my first D. The next D is Renee, and then Blueberry Barn. I have 2 groups. So I have 2 of the Cupids, and I have 2 of the kids. And whoever's in first can take whatever they want. If they take, 2 Cupids and 2 kids, they got it all, or vice versa. So Karen, just let me know. And Amy, I have some in my collection. If it doesn't get to you, I can make sure you get some. Send the kids to Tippy. Okay, so I got you for one of the kids, Karen. So Karen G. So that goes to Tippy.
Ooh, Renee, I know which ones you want.
So 1 set is going to Karen. So Renee, let me know. Did you want kids or Cupid? And of course, you can take one of each. We only have 1 of the kids left, but we have 2 of the Cupids left.
I think Renee wants the mailman.
Okay. So let me know, Renee. And that's $8. And you get 12 and 12. You want the Cupid. So, okay. So now I got 1 set to Renee of the Cupids. So Aaron, I have 1 set of each remaining. Let me know. Aaron, did you want 1 of each? I have 1 of each remaining. And then they're $8 each. Should be kids or Cupids. Kids or Cupids. And then MJ, you'll be back up. And I will also check my stash to see if I can help anybody else get what they want. But I don't want to commit. You got 1 of each. Okay, so Aaron, you got the last 2. Okay. MJ, I'll check and see what I have. If I have enough, I'll email you. And then I'll let you know, Amy, too.
And if you find any strays, just bring them to the Midwest.
Okay, you got it. You got it. But MJ, I'll reach out to you. Thank you. And Renee, Aaron, the other 2 are yours. Thank you, guys.
Those are very cool. Very cool. Okay. Let's see. Next round's going to start at 10. And this is for a lot. Actually, I'm going to put that in there. A large lot. So it's for three cards here. And they're all more on the kitschier side, if you will. And they're all bears. Bear Valentines. I don't know. I feel like they're not, I don't come across them as much, but there's 3 cards here and they're all adorable. So the first one here is Flocking Cute, baby's first Valentine. So cute. This is a Hallmark. No surprise there. And it is signed on the inside. Cute little flocking bear. The second one here this is also a open up card, and this one's got a pink background, I think is very cute. And he's painting the little heart. I like that he's got even a little glass down there at the bottom. This kind of embossed and also signed on the inside. I don't know that manufacturer for greeting cards. I've not seen that brand before. And MJ, I see you. Thank you so much. And then the last one is a little bit older. This one's more of a 40s style card. So cute on that one. And similar to that dog card I had earlier, the paws kind of form the little easel. I couldn't bear it if you wouldn't be my Valentine. So very cute. So he will stand on his own because his little paws kick out. And this one does have a little scrapbook adhesive on the back side. It looks like it was signed at one point in time. But you're going to get all 3 cards together. I can barely stand how cute they all are. MJ, I see you at 10. Thank you so much. We're looking for 11 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Oh, Nikki, I see you at 11. Thank you so much. MJ's back in at 12. So cute. Oh, Nikki's got a just in case in there. Very cute bid end. Thank you, Karen. All right. So Nikki is going to be my winner at 13 with that just in case. Thank you so much. Hey, question for you guys. I know we've never done this before, but what would you guys think of like a bonus Fantastic Finds if it was all ephemera?
Ooh, I could get down with that.
We've never done an all ephemera sale, but I feel like between the two of us, we could probably do that.
Well, I could. Oh, yeah. Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, what do you guys think? Yeah, I mean, we're into it. So what do you guys
I'm seeing hearts. I'm seeing hearts in the chat. Yeah, I mean, I could.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, that would be fun.
Oh, I can do that. We'll figure that out then.
All right.
I think that would be fun.
$12 choice, and I'm going to do these very quickly. $12 choice because I think we've seen variations of these before. But I thought with the Valentine's Day, spring, poodle lovers, they might enjoy it. Now, the blue poodle I repaired. When I bought it till I got it home, the head came off. You cannot really even tell where I repaired it, okay? But what these little ladies have going for them is they have their original chains and their original rope that's holding them. They have sort of the hardened, that's how they did it. It's kind of the hardened fabric kind of look that's attached to them. But they're really, really cute and they're walking their poodles. So $12 choice if anyone's interested. The first one is the pink one. The pink one measures 4.5 inches tall. You can see that her lace is in very good condition. The poodle has some pink flocking on it, and that is her original chain. I did reattach it. And again, she measures 4.5 inches tall. $12 if anybody's interested. She'd look really good in spring and Valentine's. This one right here, boy, we really got a lag. This one right here is going to look good this time of the year. Maybe mix it in with your blues at Christmas time. You can see she has her little polka dot underneath her skirt there. And again, that's lace work. Little poodle friend is repaired, but the blue on the head and the tail is flocked on there. So she measures about 4 inches tall. So again, $12 choice. They're both made in Japan. Outside of the repair I did to the blue poodle, they all remain in really good condition. So, Catherine, I see you're 12. We're looking for 13 or more. And again, it's on choice, and will you either claim pink or blue? I think they both kind of look cute together, like sisters. So let's count it down: 13 or more, 12, 11, 20, 19, 18. It's been a long day.
I know.
16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, the lace is on it in very good condition. There are little places where it separates, but that's normal for these. They both have gold details on their tops. Brittany, I saw your 13 right before the bid end. So, Brittany, you get first choice, and we're just calling it pink or blue. And of course, you can take both. I kind of like the way they stand because the poodles are, on opposite sides. So, Brittany, you might be new to me now with these. Got you for Brittany for the pink one. Now with these different screen names. So, Brittany, just email me if I don't have your information. Catherine, let me know if you were interested in the blue one at 12. You could have the blue one at 12. And again, you honestly cannot even see where I repaired it. It was right there on that gold line. So okay. Oh, wait, Brittany's saying, okay, yep. Just make sure you email your information. I feel like I know you, but now that they did these and gave people a different name, I'm not too sure. So, Catherine, let me know if you were interested in the blue one at 12. You can have the blue one at 12. Boy, we got a heck of a lag.
Blue one, yes.
Okay. Thank you, ladies, so much. Congratulations.
All right. Congratulations. Okay. Last round, you guys, and then we'll get into our recap and our community share, and then we'll say goodnight. Okay. All right. Last round for me is going to start at 10. Maybe StreamYard's being weird. There it goes. It's taken forever for stuff to go through the chat. I haven't had a set of these in a good long time. I've had a couple of the cards before, but I've not had the whole set in the little book box. Now, these are made by Whitman Publishing. They're on the back, and they are dated 1951. All right, so it's meant to look like a little book. So you see how that looks like little pages out of the book, and then the spine of the book. So originally this would have been like a whole set of different card games. It would have come on like a little bookshelf, if you will. I just have the one. All right, it is complete, but you see the cute little pixies.
I love this.
These. There's a full-size card deck like this, but this is the mini, and I really like these. These are so stinking cute. They're all in there. I did make sure they're all in there, and the rules card is also in there. So the little itty bitty rules card on how to play hearts. Okay, and continues on the back. But they're all in there. But there's four different little pixie. So of course the one that matches the cover is the hearts. So there's 44 cards. So there's 11 cards each for each suit. For them, and they're all in there. So cute little hearts, and then they're just kind of blue diamonds on the back. Jennifer and MJ, I see you both. And the next suit is the little clovers. Here they are, the little pixies hanging out in the clovers. So cute on those. And the next one is the horseshoes. I feel like I'm talking about Lucky Charms. There's the horseshoes with the little pixies climbing all over. And then the last one is stars. There they are.
God, I love these little chubby pixies.
I do too. They're all so cute. So just cute, colorful, fun little pixie graphics. I'm here for it. So stars, horseshoes. One fell out. There we go. Stars, horseshoes, clovers, and blue moons. No, there's no blue moons. There's hearts. There's the hearts. Okay, there they are. Okay, there's all four of them together. They're all there. The box is in good shape. Renee, Vintage Rose, and Jennifer, I see you all so much. Yes, these are from 1951, Whitman Publishing. There are some other little mini card games that they put out too. What is it? Go Fish. For the size, that also has really cute little kitschy animal graphics on it. All right, let's count it down. Looking for 16 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid enter magically delicious. Yes, absolutely, Jennifer. That's what I was thinking. All right, there's a just in case from Jennifer. I remember like basically every year in the 80s and the 90s, they like added a new marshmallow. I was like, how many marshmallows do you got to have in your cereal? All right, there's a bit of Karen. Thank you so much. All right, lots of action at the end there. MJ had a just in case of 19. Jennifer had a just in case of 25. Vintage Rose had a just in case of 26. So Vintage Rose 426, they are coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, my last round is going to be choice, $5 choice, and they're on Victorian Valentine postcards, okay? Consider that they've all been used, and I think these are a little unique. And then that's all I have for Valentine. I have a few of the postcards I'll have on Wednesday, and then that's it. So this will be the last hurrah. So this one, I want to say it's made in Germany, but I cannot find it anywhere on the back, unless you guys can read better than me, which I'm sure y'all can. I don't see Germany at all, okay? Not even over in the corner. But this one is used, and this one is probably, I got to be honest, this one is my favorite postcard that I've offered all year. So I believe you were supposed to put the individual's name right here that you were giving it to, because down here at the bottom, and I have to hold it here for me to read, it says, of course, it says to, and then it says my Valentine, and down at the bottom it says, the name I've carved on this tree is so fine, is carved as well on this heart of mine, right down there at the bottom.
Cute.
Sorry, some of that gold on top of the brown's hard for me to read in the room when it's dark. So, and I do believe you may have put the individual's name, but we have the little cherub hanging on to the back of the tree right there. You have the leaves and you have the bird. And this one is in very good condition. There's no like quote foxing or major bends. Just note that it was used, and you can see that it was embossed. So it is a higher quality, older style card. So that one we're going to claim as tree eventually. This one is unused, but we have this cute little Victorian style child. She actually is carrying hearts on her shoulder. So you can see the heart right there. And this one says to my Valentine. Super cute right there. Look at the detail up here on the top. And this one is made in Germany. So this one's made in Germany, and this one is unused. So if you like the unused ones and the gold detail around the outside. So that one we're going to claim as dress. This one I really love. This one to me, I think is very sweet. I guess the blue flowers are what? Forget-me-nots, Amy? Aren't they forget-me-nots? Yeah. So, and that's Lana, right? Luana. Yep.
Yes.
Luana is in at 6, so we're looking for 7 or more. And this says, with love's greeting to my sweetheart. And then this one is also German as well. This one is used, and that one we're going to claim as heart. This one is a sweet one as well, and this one is the philosopher. And it says, to my true love. And then down at the bottom it says, no harm to send a Valentine. So look at the sweet little boy there putting his little Valentine. Look at the little pupper dog right there, little chubby dog. Cute. And then this one is German as well. And that one's stamp marked 1913. So Renee, I see you at 7. So we're looking for 8 or more. This one you'll claim as male. So that one you'll say male as a code word. This one you're going to say heart. And this one is going to be dress. And then this one is going to be tree. Okay. So let's go ahead and count it down. We're looking for 8 or more. And we are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Susan's in at 8, so we're looking for 9 or more. Luana is in at 9. Renee has a just in case of 12. MJ has a just in case of 10. MJ's back in at 14. Susan has a just in case of 11. Luana, I'm saying that right. Luana, yes, just in case of 13. Yeah. MJ has the high bid at 14 with a straight bid. So you get first choice, MJ. This one, again, is tree. This one is dress. This one is heart, and that one is male. Male, heart, dress, and tree. And again, you can take
That one's fantastic. I love that one.
That one I kept sitting to the side for a long, long time. So MJ, I got you for male. Thank you so much. So Luana, let me know if you're interested at 13. It's going to be tree, dress, and heart. Heart. I feel like I'm an eye doctor. Heart, dress. Do you see a tree, a dress? I got you for tree. Thank you so much. And then it looks like Renee. So Renee at 12. I did see you say dog, but I don't want to assume. So Renee, it's dress and heart. Dress and heart at 12. Nope. Hoping for the male. Got you. No,
we got
no
Susan.
Problem. So Susan, I have dress and heart. Do you see a heart? Do you see dress? Like an eye doctor flipping.
One or two.
I could never see what they wanted me to see. Never. So Susan, they would be $11 each. Susan, I got you for the heart. Thank you so much. I better write some of this down. So the heart is 11 for Susan.
I think that was everybody. I'm pretty sure you went through everybody.
Okay, so Susan, I got you
all the way up there. Yeah, MJ had the start bid. So yeah, that was everybody in the lineup.
Okay, so MJ got the male one.
MJ was male at 14, and then Lana was tree at 13.
Thank you.
And then Susan was heart at 11. Yep.
All right. Thank you, Amy.
Okay. Oh, well, I'll get us both up here. So we're going to move into our recap, you guys, since that was our last round. If you were not here at the beginning, I know some other people popped in the middle and toward the end. So we'll bring back those items that didn't get claimed the first time around. So recap is going to be quick claims. All right. So just make sure that you type in the item plus the price if you're trying to claim something. And we will give it a moment because of the lag. If we see more than one person try to claim the same item, we will then turn it back into a bid round to break any ties, just in case this can be in play, just like a regular round. Karen will remain the bid ender. So item plus price, that's the most important thing. And if you are watching this on the replay and you are seeing something that you're interested in, it wasn't claimed, you can always email and check if something is still available. But since a lot of these items are seasonal, make sure to do that as quickly as possible with those seasonal items. Okay, Jason, I'll go ahead and get you over. I have some things as well, so we'll get Jason going.
All right. I had my doll, and the doll is made by the Playhouse. It's a Playhouse doll. She does have her original box. You can remove her from here, but she is never been played with. So she's original in the box here. She actually has mica glitter on her dress, cellophane style flowers. So she's 1950s. She's coming with this Valentine. And if you looked at my reel and you move her arms, the Valentine will rest in her arms right here. So it looks like she's holding a box of candy. So if you're interested in her, you'll put doll 15, and she does have her cellophane. So doll 15. I had my Teleflower Valentine's Day planter. This was 15 as well. I gotcha. Thank you so much. Melissa, let me write this down real quick. Melissa, thank you so much. Okay, I got you, Melissa. Thank you for the claiming the doll. This is from the 1980s. It's made in Taiwan. These are collectible, especially folks that like to collect the heart planters. It measures 5 by 5, no chips or cracks. It's in very good condition with the cold paint there. This would be Planter 15. Planter 15, if anyone is interested in that. Planter 15. I had 2 of my squirrels that remained. These are Ceramic Art Studio. I got you Blueberry. I got you Aaron for the planter. Thank you so much. Let me just write this down. Sorry, guys. I'm really tired tonight. I'm trying to go as fast as I can here. So then I had my 2 Ceramic Art Studio. I had 2 of the little brown. I claimed one. Yes, Susan, I got you. Yes, I do have you down for one of the brown and one and the only gray one that I had. So Susan, those are to the side. But I have 2 of the brown ones that are remaining. If anyone's interested, they are $15. So you can put Squirrel 15, and they are made by the Ceramic Art Studio. So Squirrel, I feel like it's National Lampoon. Squirrel 15, Squirrel 15. And I do have 2 of them. So Squirrel 15, and you can claim 1 or 2 of them. Squirrel 15. I had my Ceramic Art Studio Pink Elephant shakers. These are so cute, you guys. They are shakers. You could put elephant for 20. You can see the trunk there is shaped like a P for pepper, and I'm not making that up. That's what you'll see in the books for these. P for pepper, S for salt. That's your more girl style with the bow and her little dress. Mark Ceramic Art Studio. Mark Ceramic Art Studio, and then he has 2 holes. And she has 3 holes. Even if you're a reseller, there's money left on these. So it would be elephant 20, or even if you want to start to collect, that's a good start price on those. So elephant 20. We won't do the Valentine. I just showed that. MJ, I got you for them. Thank you so much. MJ.
Those are fantastic.
They're really cute. They were the first Ceramic Art Studio shakers we ever found in our collection. And I am going to just take a moment, although it's higher priced. It has its original box. It is an AM radio from the 1960s. It does work. This is the on and off switch right here. Then you dial in the radio right here. It is made by the Ross Company, and it is a little pink princess phone. So the battery will not come with it, but it does work. If you're interested, you could put radio 60. Radio 60. And that's it for me, Amy. Thank you guys so much.
All right. Awesome. Okay. I had Valentine's. Let's see. Karen says it probably played
Pink Pony Club.
Probably. I had oversized Valentines. So I had this one is unused. So the mermaid, not been used or folded. The mermaid. So you can, if you want to claim that, that is Mermaid 14 on that one. And the other one was the Pixie. So cute. This one has been written on the back, and same size on both of those oversized cards. This one was also 14. So you can type in Pixie 14 on that one. So you can see that they're about the same size. All right. From the same series, actually. Let's see. And then I had a tablecloth. I had the Roses tablecloth. Really nice condition on it. It didn't have any stains. If they were so faint I couldn't identify them. But there is a tiny hole. I'll show that to you one more time. Right in there, there's a small little hole right there. But the colors are nice and vibrant. It is a square. It measured 54 by 51. Really nice roses pattern overall. It does have a manufacturer tag on it as well. So 51 by 54. So it is a square. And that was 22. Tablecloth 22, if you want to claim that. Tablecloth 22. And that was everything that I had. Thank you all so very much. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight on a Sunday. I know that's not our normal night for a fantastic find, but we appreciate you guys hanging out and being here with us as always. So a reminder for shipping. We'll talk about that one more time before we move into our community share. I'll be sending invoices out tomorrow, so you can look for an email from me or a message over on Instagram when your invoice has been sent. I do have to ship everything out this week for me by noon Eastern on Wednesday. Then Mama Pam and I are hitting the road for several days. We won't be back till Monday late. So make sure and send me your information if you haven't done that already. And Jason will talk about his, and then we'll talk about what's coming down the pike.
My invoices should go out tomorrow afternoon. I'll do all my shipping first thing tomorrow. Please, if you can, come hang out with me and Tina over on Whatnot, 6 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. We're going to finish the Valentines. We have some more that we didn't show. Most of them we did. But then we might switch over to some Christmas cards. And if you guys love Valentine's Day jewelry, Tina's participating in a raid train on Friday, and she'll still have her same time slot at 7 p.m. Eastern. So she has all styles of Valentine's Day jewelry that's going to be available. So Amy, thank you so much. And thank you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much. So our next Fantastic Finds will not be until next Thursday. So that's February 5th.
Yes.
February 5th. So no sale this Thursday, but we'll be back at our normal time, 8 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, February 5th. I will get that scheduled before I leave for town, so you can set a reminder for that. But yes, you'll see us next Thursday. I can't believe that's already February.
I know. Wow, January seems.
But you know what? I'm glad that January will be done.
Yeah, this one was a long
the
one.
57 days that we've had of January.
Lord have mercy.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to get the screen moved over. Oh, I hit the right one this time. Okay. I did say at the beginning that I have some Christmas photos from Laura and Ryan of Daffodil Fields Finds. I didn't see Laura in the chat tonight, but that's okay. I know a lot of people watch on the replay, and we'll probably send her an email and let her know. So I will do my best. I just have a couple notes to go along with the photos, but I'll do my best to talk about them. So I have several to share. So first off is this one, and she says that her prized possession is her mom's jewelry tree that she made in 1960. So the one with the red backing, and there's another tree that you'll see later in the photos. But this one is one that her mom made, which I love. And I like the little reindeer up top of the frame. I think
they got that from me. They got that from me.
Yes, she did. She said that she got the sleigh from you guys. Yes. And then the next one, she's got lots of amazing ceramics in the next several photos. Those mercury foiled like underneath the candlesticks. I love those. They look like they're Miro Star, but I could be wrong about that. Joe would probably know what those are in the back, but I love all of the lady heads. Incredibly hard to find. All the lady heads and all the cute little Lefton shopper girl bells and the Nepco shopper girl bells. Very cute. The next one here. I've got close-ups of these ceramics coming, but I like the overall. She's got these cute little Christmas girls kind of framed prints on the wall. But then we'll get right into the Christmas ceramics. Oh, I love that Christ reindeer right there up in the front.
Wow.
And I like that it's the Christ reindeer with the Lefton candy cane sleigh. Who needs those Lefton reindeer? You can use any deer. I like that.
You're right.
And the candy cane sled is fantastic. Oh, so many good pieces in here. Then we'll go this way around. You can see a little bit further away on that. And there's one of those framed shopper girls. That's very cute. The next photo here has some wrapping paper boxes and that pop-up book, the Santa Claus book there in the back, and the Kitschtastic plastic little centerpieces. That cutting board, I remember seeing that somewhere. I can't remember what store had that with the little Santa mugs, but it's very cute. And I like that it's used as decor, as a little backdrop. Let me go back and look at her photos here for a second. All right, she says the large black background tree was from a local auction. Gotcha. And then I like that one, that it pairs really well with her mother's. I think they complement each other really nicely. And then the next one is a little cabinet that she filled with some all Santa little items. I love the cabinet itself. And then we get to peek on the inside. There's the inside. Little fairy lights running around. So many fun little Santa things in there.
Agreed.
All sorts of different ones. All the little mini mugs.
Oh, do you see back in the corner there? She's got the little King Hold Howard head.
Yeah. Yeah, with the bottlebush tree sticking in it. Yep.
So good.
And the little Joseph Santa napkin holder, I think that's what that is. Down in the corner. Cute, cute. And then this next photo here, she says she's always looking for knee huggers to add to the family. I love that they're all in that little plastic sleigh. That's very cute. And the little Napco boots. I love that. And here's another. I don't have any close-ups from this cabinet, but it's all full of angels. This cabinet made me think of William because he has a lot of these ceramic little angels in his collection too. But those feather Holt Howards stand out to me, and there's a lot of cute ceramics in that cabinet. But this was the only picture I had from this cabinet. And then the last one is here. I don't think there was any notes about this one. I didn't have any notes about this last picture, but I like the little butter bell. I think that's what that is in the front, and the little framed kittens hanging in the back. Yeah, it looks like that's from her kitchen. Maybe it looks like there's a mixer next to it.
Yep.
So I'll go back through. Oh, so many fun things to look at in here.
It's amazing.
Oh, I know.
That's amazing. That's a great collection.
That's what I need. I need a china cabinet to protect my Christmas ceramics from a certain orange somebody that's been napping the entire sale tonight. He hasn't moved. He's back there sleeping. I love knee huggers. There's just so many different ones. There's so many different little pixies. What a cute little Santa cabinet. I need to find a little curio cabinet like that too. That's very cute.
So good.
And I love these jewelry trees. My goodness.
Yeah.
You know, it takes so long to find all the tiny little pieces to put those together. Very time consuming to make. And there's the little kitschtastic plastic up on the mantle. I like the jars full of lights too. That's very cute. If you don't know what to do with burned out light bulbs, just toss them in a jar.
Yep.
Instant decor. All these ceramics. Cute, cute, cute. And the Grace reindeer. Very cute. There's that overall spread with all the ceramics.
It's done very tastefully. That's what I like. Some people just stick stuff out. This is done very, very tastefully. I like it. 3
candy cane sleighs. 3.
Absolutely.
And there's all the lovely ladies. All the lovely
ladies.
Good. Very hard to find all those.
I like
and there is her mom's tree. I love it.
So good.
I'm sure that was quite the inspiration for all of her Christmas collection. All right, there it is. Thank you so much, Laura and Ryan, for sending all those photos in. We could definitely use some more pictures. I have a few more to work with. But if you got a Valentine shelf or display decor that you're putting up in your home, we would love to see it. So you can email your photos to ShareMyFindsLive@gmail.com. Just make sure to include a brief description to go along with the photos so we know how to talk about them. And if you want us to mention your name or not. We could always use some more photos, whatever you're decorating with, or maybe you found a piece of Holt Howard for 50 cents at the thrift store. We'd love to see that too. That would be fantastic. Be cheaper than my Holt Howard that I found for $5. But 50 cents would be pretty amazing. All right, you guys, stay safe, stay warm. Hopefully everybody gets through this winter storm that most of the country is having right now. So thank you to Karen and Kim for helping us out in the chat tonight, as always. And thank you, Jason, for sitting shotgun with me, as always.
Thank you for having me hanging out with me.
I always forget to thank you, so thank you, Jason.
Just the fact that we show up once a week and sell us thank you enough, but thank you, Amy. So it's my pleasure.
All right, you guys, have a wonderful rest of your week. And don't forget to go over to Whatnot.
Thank you.
Check out these guys' sales this week, as we won't have fantastic finds on Thursday. And we'll see you back here next week. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Good night, you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.